Hello, and welcome to Goats and Dragons, the stream where Helpful Goat Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where I try to kill my friends. I'm Andrew Gilbert, the benevolent dictator of Helpful Goat Gaming, but tonight, I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master. And I'm not alone. With me, as always, is the unbenevolent dictator of Helpful Goat, Galway, playing the Tiefling Sorcerer Charity.
Oh god, just took a drink. Hi everybody.
Adam, playing the Halfling Rogue, Burbage Kemp.
Sorry, I just took a drink.
Fuck you.
Lena, playing the Goliath Barbarian, Stormbringer.
Hi.
We heard that drink.
Yeah.
Playing the Tiefling Cleric, Hakari.
We didn't start the fire. It's been always burning since the Freedies turned it. That's the best.
It's beautiful.
I want a song.
you.
I want a song from Hakari every week.
I was gonna say, and Hakari, who will be about to take a drink.
Who will be about to? All right. Let's get into announcements, you bastards. So we're going to be taking a little bit of a break as a couple of our members are heading overseas to an undisclosed location to do undisclosed things. They're not spies.
Wow.
So Adam and I and Darcy are going to be heading up the stream for a few weeks, probably like 3 or 4 weeks. And we're going to be trying to do a couple one-shots here and there. We're going to be playing some Rocket League. We're going to be, I don't know, Adam, whatever we want to do. Like, we might get in a Jackbox or something here and there. Who knows?
Yeah, looking
But we're
forward
in
to
charge. Yeah!
I suddenly feel trepidation about this.
Yeah, you should. We've also begun to publish our adventures as a podcast. And just search Goats and Dragons wherever you get your podcasts. I prefer Spotify, iTunes podcasts. It's all fun. And we're the one with the helpful, funny goat on the front who looks a little derpy, but I love him. And as a word of caution, if you are coming to us tonight from our podcast arena, know that we are many episodes ahead in this live recording that we're going to do tonight, rather than the ones that are published currently. And Adam's been doing an awesome job getting those out, fixing those up for us so that we sound interesting and genuine and beautiful. Thank you so much, Adam. We do appreciate that.
And just a word to the wise, if anybody out there is listening and considering listening on Spotify, I'd recommend listening to it elsewhere for now because Spotify is being difficult. And it won't update our episodes to the better sounding ones that I have created.
Boo, Spotify.
I'm working on it though.
Yeah. Thank you, Adam. That's good. We are also affiliate on Twitch, which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us. And as a reminder, everyone who has Amazon Prime, you're able to cheer and subscribe for free through Twitch Prime. Not cheer, just subscribe. Sorry. It's super easy to link those accounts and get that all set up. Thank you to everyone who is subscribed, who follows the channel, who follows us on Twitch or Twitter or Facebook. We definitely appreciate the small community that we're gaining here. We are having a lot of fun, and we love you guys, and we love talking to you guys. And don't be shy. Ask us questions. You know, we'll answer whatever we can here. Yeah, I think that's it for announcements. Someone said knock knock, but no one replied. That's sad. Okay, well, let's begin tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons.
Sorry I didn't say who's there. I was multitasking.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to say it over the theme song? Say knock knock. No,
No, it's fine.
answer. All right, you sure? All right. Okay. Well, it sounds like it's not fine. Sounds like you're mad.
See if you get healing.
Oh no. Knock knock. Who's there? Not Charity. Here to heal you. He's gone. Being passive aggressive and moody.
You would prefer actively aggressive?
Maybe not.
Previously on Goats and Dragons, Burbage set out to find the Bright Fang, an artifact hidden somewhere in Diefield. He saw Qmite along the way and nearly killed him. Charity stabilized the man, though he was unconscious.
Now recording.
Is that going to be on stream?
Yeah. My bad.
That's hilarious. I can just go ahead and do that again. I'm at the very beginning.
Scary Craig.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Craig.
go ahead and start over just so we have that. Right.
Okay. Hello and welcome to Goats and... No, I'm just kidding.
Not that much.
All right.
Oh, sorry, I completely forgot I haven't integrated that into the routine yet.
Nope, no worries. I love it. Previously on Goats and Dragons, Burbage set out to find the Bright Fang, an artifact hidden somewhere in Diefield. He saw Qmite along the way and nearly killed him. Charity stabilized the man, though he was unconscious, and Stormbringer tied him up, putting him in a closet. Burbage charged ahead of the family toward the giant fire portal in the center of the square. Hakari, having just witnessed Burbage's mind and his worst experience ever, knows how he can get when he's left alone. She caught up to him, teleporting next to him, and tackled him so that the rest could catch up. They quickly went together to Kemp's, since a hint had been found in Burbage's father's diary that he had stored Bright Fang somewhere underneath it. Finding it and attuning to it, Burbage was just in time to stop an incredibly dangerous threat to the town of Diefield, an invasion from the elemental plane of fire led by an Ifriti. When the fight was looking dimmest, and Hakari and Stormbringer were barely keeping the front lines intact, Avery, Gorgay, and Mrs. Kemp arrived and helped heal the party and distract the Ifriti and the giant dreadnought. With Burbage fighting incredibly, he weakened the forces as Hakari delivered the final blow. Luckily, and with great skill, the group subdued the threat and allowed very little damage to the town. This feat did not go unnoticed, as the crowds began to come back in through the smoke and underneath the dispersing clouds. They saw who protected the town and who now wields Bright Fang, and they knelt before Burbage Kemp as the party, lamed and burned, limped back toward the mayor's estate. Now, as you limp back, what is it all of you would like to do?
How is everyone's health looking after all the healing we got at the end there from people?
I look not great for me, but not that fucked up and a lot better than, I'm pretty beefy. I'm probably...
Yeah, I'm like at half, but I'm okay.
I'm a little above half.
How are you looking, Burbage? I know you're, really tired, but...
Yeah, Burbage is peachy. Yeah, don't worry about him.
I feel like Adam hasn't yet learned how to communicate with the healer what resources they might need.
I am fine. If you have 2 hit points to spare, that is all I would need.
Oh, okay, you're actually full. I just remember the first episode that we ever did where you're like, no, I'm fine, I don't need anything. You had 3 hit points.
Well,
I think he has gotten better.
I was like,
I've gotten better.
healing
But,
before is better than once you're unconscious.
It does seem like Gorge and Mrs. Kemp were able to
Patch us up.
do a decent amount of
Okay.
healing, yeah.
I'll just sort of noticing that Stormbringer still looks a little bit ragged, and just to make sure, I'm going to cast a quick healing word on her.
Okay.
That'll be 10 healing.
Cool.
Healing word.
Right.
And then I'm following Burbage to the mayor's estate, and considering I had to just sort of like pick his arm up so that he would like triumphantly wield Brightfang at the crowd, I'm just trying to make sure that he's okay, and I probably know that he's fine, like health-wise, so a little more mentally.
Sure.
yeah, I mean,
I'm actually gonna heal myself a little bit more because
Okay.
I'm a little worried about our evil dungeon master.
No worries. Are you gonna cast a Cure Wounds?
Let me look a little bit.
Oh, do your
and
thing.
Let
Yeah,
me
yeah.
think about it,
Think
and then I'll do it.
about that. Yeah, we're out of turn order, so feel free to whatever makes you guys happy. The whole town is kind of just out here watching you guys all kind of single file through the town square and around the corner of the farmer's market.
Yeah, as I say, we can also probably just keep moving, and we can just say that whatever she's going to cast, she casts now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so you guys, if you want, get up to the estate again.
Nice.
All right, another set.
yeah, I'm going right into the estate. I don't know why you're dragging this out, Andy.
No, that's fine. Yeah, just making sure you're just going straight. So you head into the door. The estate is quiet at the moment. What would you like to do?
I think we were gonna go see
Damn it.
Theodric, right? Theodric.
Yes, Andy knows this. Andy's being a piece of shit.
Yeah. What the fuck, Andy? What are you doing?
Okay.
Ominous
Andy,
shit.
I do a perception check once I step through the front door.
All right, give me a perception check. Whew.
27.
You don't really hear a lot. You think you hear a bit of movement upstairs. But it's also kind of an old house, and it does creak in the wind a bit.
I go upstairs.
Following the halfling.
All
Yeah,
right.
same.
Yeah, everyone sort of files in.
Where did Stormbringer stash Qmite?
I thought
believe
I
in
left
a
him with
closet
Gorge.
Yeah, I thought that's what I thought too.
Yeah, you might have. She
She stuck him in a closet? Okay.
Yeah, so you get to the top of the stairs, Burbage, and it's really, really quiet. You don't hear Arian playing tea. You don't hear Theodric rummaging in his room at the moment.
I go to Theodric's room.
It is empty. Several bags look in different stages of packing, it appears. And that's about all that's changed in the...
Is there any sign of a struggle or anything?
Yeah, you can give me an investigation check.
Just before, so we can get it out of the way. Weekly plug for Guidance.
Guidance!
A very, very helpful divination cantrip that lets you give yourself or a friendly member of your party, or hell, just someone that you're generally well inclined towards, an additional d4 on the skill check made within a minute. Andy and I don't like to measure game time in minutes, So we just assume that Charity has it on him unless he's concentrating on something else or wouldn't have had time to recast it.
Indeed.
A terrible roll, but I'm going to add this anyway because let me get the plug-in. 10.
10. And Burbage with the 9.
Following right up.
There doesn't appear to be a struggle at all between you two. It just kind of like someone must have been interrupted.
Were there any other doors in and out of this room besides the one we just came in?
There is a closet door, kind of in the back of the room. But that's it.
Burbage would immediately have turned around and is walking, I guess, towards Arian's room. Like, he'll check Arian's room.
Okay.
I'll probably go check the closet. Charity's familiar with hiding.
All right. You check the closet, and you open up the door. In the back of the closet, you see Theodric with a dagger in front of him, and Arian sort of peeks out behind him. And he sees you, and he gives a big sigh of relief. Oh, it's you.
Yes? Who were you
Burbage, we
expecting?
found them! I shout.
I come back.
My question
yeah,
stands.
Charity. What was the question? I'm sorry.
Who were you expecting?
Oh, I don't know.
there was
Maybe a
just-
fire
there was fun.
giant?
Yeah, duh. Charity.
I bet.
I mean, I'm not great with a blade, but I want to protect my daughter. And so he gets out of the closet now, and he helps Arian out. She has no other possession on her but Burbage in her arms.
Where's Q-Mite?
Q-Mite? I don't know.
Yeah, we should have connected with Gorge. Yeah, God, I don't know what Burbage's priority is right now.
Okay, I would also say that Q-Mite was bleeding heavily, even if he was stabilized. So, was there like a blood trail up the stairs?
Yeah, you can give me an investigation check. There's definitely nothing in this room already that you've seen.
Okay, but like if I sort of went back to, like, saying, like, where I went back to where I stabilized him and then sort of tried to look from there.
Sure, absolutely, yeah.
19?
Yeah, there's very clearly a blood trail that leads from about where you stabilized him to where Stormbringer's carrying him to where Gorge picked him up and then shoved him into a closet. And that leads right up to a hallway closet.
So I'm gonna open the closet.
Burbage is gonna just sit down on Theodric's bed, just exhausted,
Yeah.
and just look at Theodric and Arian, I guess, with Bright Fangs. I guess. I don't know
Arian
if Bright Fang is still hanging by his side, or
Yeah, is it drawn again? Or is it...
he hasn't put it away yet. It's still in his hand.
Okay. So Arian is like fascinated by it. She's just staring straight at it, and her eyes are wide, and she's got this smile on her face. And she looks up at you, and she knows the history of the town. She knows exactly what this is, and there's quite an admiration on her face. You notice Theodric as he sits next to you on the bed. He's staring down at the ring on your hand, and it smiles and then kind of looks forward out the window a bit.
I will give the slightest of smiles to Arian before I just kind of lay my head on Theodric's shoulder and close my eyes.
All right. Yeah, in Charity, you definitely can tell where this body's buried in this room, in the hallway.
So I opened the closet door.
Yes. Okay. So the closet then is not very wide. He seemed to have been propped up. His like nose is basically pressed against the wall. He's still unconscious. Bleeding, though, you bandaged him up pretty well. Though he looks a little bit more pale because he's kind of been propped up instead of laying down, perhaps as he should be.
Mr. Stormbringer, pick up in the closet.
Coming.
Thank you.
Go over to, I guess, pick you right up.
Okay.
He was a human, right?
Yeah, he's not super heavy.
Yeah, well, but he's a human, not a halfling, so I'm not going to try to pick him up.
Right.
What am I doing with this guy?
I just bring him, and if he does anything sufficiently...
I'm in a sack and beat him.
Oh, which of those things am I doing?
Nope, not that one. Not yet. That might be coming later. Just
Okay.
bring him with us, keep an eye on him. I think we need to figure out some shit that he may or may not have done.
Okay. Gotcha. So I'll take him back.
And we'll go back into Theodric's room.
Okay. What would you like to do in there? You see Burbage kind of laying his head on Theodric, and Arian almost wanting to touch the sword, but not.
As I'll see that, I'm like, as someone who studies magical items, I would hardly recommend not touching that. It's very cold.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, just didn't want you to get hurt.
At that, I would put the Bright Fang back in its scabbard sheath.
Okay.
So, Burbage, we brought Cumite.
Hey, guys.
So,
Yeah.
I'm looking out the window, and there are
as you
townspeople starting to surround us.
as you say,
Oh.
at the words "I'm looking out the window," and there are. You're gonna hear Charity go, draw the dagger, and a flame halo appears.
Wait a
This
minute.
is the third time Hikari's been looking out the window and seen something.
What?
Wait a minute. Going off of these tokens, these are hundreds of meepuses.
The Meepai have appeared.
Oh no.
Well, to be fair, there are also hundreds of like Willifred woes, and this particular visage gets around.
Yes.
Do they look happy, Hikari, or
Brainwashed.
like an angry mob?
They basically look like the townsfolk that were in the town square, Hikari. But except you do see a couple like purple robed figures that have now halflings that have now kind of joined, and they've sort of pushed their way toward the front near the doors of the estate.
But they're not Burbage's mom or...
You don't see
Okay.
Burbage's mom or Avery.
I relay that information.
Okay, so who in this town wears purple robes?
That would be the magistrate. Burbage, I'm guessing he heard you were in town.
Oh, shit.
Did he hear that Burbage just saved the whole fucking town?
Maybe we go ask him. And Daedric kind of hops off the bed.
Burbage, would you like me to make you invisible?
Don't know.
No,
Okay.
Hikari, that's quite alright, but thank you.
Well,
Burbage
if they get
will-
nasty, I'm gonna cast it.
I mean, no, if they get nasty, we kill their asses.
Charity's gonna
Burbage will...
True.
snap his fingers and point at Stormbringer. Right in one.
Daedric kind of raises
Burbage
his
will
hand. Dude, would you mind not killing all of my...
I'm sorry, I won't curse in front of the child. We kill their butts.
that wasn't the problem. Okay.
She's trying to be
Alright.
considerate.
And at this, you hear a kind of a loud voice from outside that both Hikari and Charity recognize is modified by thaumaturgy a bit.
Oh.
Nice. And you hear a voice. Is Master Burbage Kemp in the premises?
Can I open the window?
Yeah.
I stick my head out and say, "Fuck off! We just saved you all! Learn to be grateful."
see him. He's looking around at the people who are kind of chuckling at you. Certainly, there's a different tenor in his presence than the rest of the townsfolk. He seems to be all about business, where it seems like most of the townsfolk are just kind of wanting to get it to be around these people that saved their town.
Echoing back from thaumaturgy from me is Charity's, as often with thaumaturgy, still very quiet, very polite voice, but now just echoing sort of off the buildings. You really could learn some manners. You could have, I don't know, knocked. Not been an asshole. Any of the above. But no, this is the way you want to do it, huh?
At this, very quietly, downstairs you hear a knock.
Good! You can learn!
Hey, I thought we weren't cussing around the kid, you guys.
Technically, I was cussing in the street.
But, I mean, that was really loud. I think she could hear it, because I could hear it.
Stormbringer, it's not about the cussing, it's about the murder.
Oh.
Again, I don't want to seem ungrateful.
Charity is actually laughing.
I'm gonna open the door with front door thaumaturgy and like have it slam open.
Okay. Yeah, it slams open.
And then I'm gonna walk down the stairs
All right, and you're
with my sword drawn.
okay. You're walking down the stairs. The magistrate sees you advancing, and kind of moves back a little bit, and he says, "Guards, watch this woman."
Oh yes, guards, please watch me.
All right, it's
Please.
it's Burbage's turn to try to tackle Hikari.
I don't
Burbage
think that's gonna work.
Burbage has stood up. He is like not having any of this. And once he saw, like, in fact, like I was thinking about trying to sneak out of the room while everyone was doing this yelling anyway. So he would have been pretty close to the door, pretty close to the top of the stairs. And once he saw Hikari advancing, like, he's going to try to stop her.
Okay. Yeah. How? Like, do you let him kind of slow you down, or are you gonna fight?
You can wrap yourself around my leg and I'll keep moving.
Do you keep advancing down?
Or
do you
I'll stop.
Okay.
I'll stop.
All right. So Burbage, yeah, you're able to slow Hikari down and then stop her.
I'm going to sort of appear leaning over the not the balcony, but like the stair railing.
Yeah.
Looking down at him. See, isn't it much nicer to be able to speak to people face to face instead of shouting?
Yes. Master Burbage Kemp, there is only one final thing. We've heard of your deeds in the town, but we require you to stand before trial. It should only take a few moments. If you are indeed innocent, then we'll get this whole matter settled, the seal will be removed, and you are free to do what you need to do.
Burbage will
from me.
Burbage will give Hikari a very, like, serious, knowing look, rooted in the fact that he knows that she's seen his memories. Then he will look up at Charity and Stormbringer if she's up there.
Yeah.
And Theodric if he's up there. And Arian if she's up there.
A lot of eye contact.
There's a lot of eye contact.
And then Burbage will turn around, look at the magistrate, and walk down with his hands up.
I'm going to message cantrip to Burbage as he's walking. Would you like us to bring Qmite?
Yes, please.
Okie doke.
I'm following close behind.
Okay.
Alright, Charity, if things get bad, they're really tiny, so we can just cut him out, right? And I'm trying to, like, whisper this, but we've all heard me try to whisper, so.
It will be fine. Bring
Okay,
Qmite along.
I have a great sword now.
Sure, I mean,
I'll
you
pick
could
up
also just
Qmite.
swing Qmite at some people.
Is he sharp?
No, but that's what makes it funny.
Is he sure?
Oh. I'm not sure that would work very well, Charity.
But it would be hilarious.
But that's not the point of fighting.
To each their own.
No, you don't get it. It's okay. I'll pick up Kumite and follow.
But he may not be sharp, but he could be on fire.
That might work.
There you go.
So, Burbage, you've descended the stairs. The magistrate has kind of ushered you out into the street in front of the house. And the crowd is kind of gathered around to the point where the magistrate actually doesn't see a very good way to get back to the magistrate's offices. So he kind of stands tall as this halfling can be, at 2 foot 3 inches. And he sort of booms his voice again. We shall have the trial here. All you in the vicinity, be aware. There will be an area of truth that will be unbreakable.
Is that a challenge?
We shall get to the bottom of this. And if your Master Kemp is innocent, right here we will remove the seal. And so I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
God, part of me really just wants to counterspell this.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
Nice.
11.
Oh, wonderful.
All right. So the 3 of you, other than Burbage, are compelled to tell the truth while in this area.
You're an asshole.
You don't have to tell the truth.
Oh, I will.
You can remain silent.
You can remain silent, and you can also... this is, I'm assuming, Zone of Truth.
Yes.
You can also, like, selectively tell the truth.
Right.
He's still an asshole.
So, yeah, I'm not arguing that point with you.
Hey, Magistrate, before we start, I have a hypothetical question for you. If I was to cut Burbage's skin really, really deep, like down to the bone, could I cut the seal out?
No, you heathen.
Why
It's a
not?
horrible thing.
Hey, that's really mean.
I was gonna say, as he says the... Was it heathen?
Yeah.
You're going to see a halo appear over Charity.
Okay.
I would strongly recommend you not speak to my family that way again. And remember, I'm telling the truth.
Oh, wait, can recommendations be lies?
Allow me to rephrase this to better satiate your curiosity, Stormbringer. You will discover new definitions of the word pain if you speak to my family that way again.
Ooh.
Fair enough. I am educated in the ways of rhetoric. I understand your point. Giles, please, wake up our friend here. Master, I believe his name is Kumite. He is a friend to the Dales for many years. He might have valuable insight into this. And you see another halfling bound over to Kumite. He's looking up at Stormbringer holding Kumite, and he's kind of motioning for you to put him on the ground so that he can cast a spell.
I'll set him down.
All right, and sort of a warm green light appears from his hands.
Did he fail his wisdom save? Kumite, I mean?
I don't believe you know.
Should have said right, because he's unconscious.
So you probably failed it.
I'm gonna point at Burbage and message cantrip him.
Yeah.
And say, is there something that if Kumite confessed to, it would be helpful for you?
I mean, Burbage will give Charity a slight nod.
You're just gonna see Charity smile.
But, yeah. At least I think. That's my understanding of everything. Yeah. He's not going to message back. There's a somatic component to message?
Not for you.
Oh, no? Okay.
Not for the respondent. For me casting it, but it's also a somatic component that's basically you point at the person, so Charity's probably just standing with his arms crossed and pointed at you with a finger.
Gotcha.
It's not a real big somatic component.
Yeah. Yeah,
Alright.
that's it. Just a nod.
Okay. So the magistrate will begin questioning, and at this he's putting on more ceremonial, like drapery on him, large crystal necklaces and golden pendants.
Seems excessive.
Small scepter is brought to him.
It all burns
Wow.
just the same.
He turns around. Burbage, Kemp. Son of Eloak Kemp. Did you kill the mayor 20 years ago?
Burbage will look at Qmite and look back at the magistrate. Do I see Phaedric?
Phaedric and Arian are watching from the window just above
Okay.
where you guys are. They've opened the window and are basically sitting on the ledge.
So I might look up and see them.
Yeah, he kind of frowns a little bit and kind of shakes his head.
Do I see my mother?
You don't, but you do see Avery then in the crowd.
Gotcha. Could you repeat the question?
Did you murder Eldondale, mayor to the city of Diefield?
Define murder.
And at this, there's like murmuring kind of between him and his kind of several acolytes.
I'm gonna also look from side to
Murder.
side. Define city.
Did he die in your presence because of something you did? And our town can be a city. There's many of us here.
I could throw a rock from one end of it to another.
Small but mighty.
If the
Charity
legal
and Akari both giggled at that.
If the legal definition of murder is, did the person die in my presence because of something I did, I'll look up at Theodric and just a glance, and then I'll look forward again and say, then yes, I murdered Eldondale.
And at this, there's murmuring, and people are just whispering back and forth, and someone sort of yells from the crowd, I knew it! I knew it!
But, if you'll allow me to explain myself...
I don't think we need explanations here.
Oh, yes, you do.
At
Things
this,
are
the ground is
complicated.
going to rumble from thaumaturgy. I disagree.
And I take a step forward to what's his name? The guy
The
that's
magistrate.
the magistrate, and you just see this like huge uncanny smile on my face and my eyes turn black.
I'm just looming behind Burbage, hefting my axe.
All right. Quiet down, everyone. Well, maybe an explanation is in order. Would you admit to killing our Mayor Eldondale, who who was alive when he went to bed, was burned in his bed, and you're saying it's because of you, yes?
Eldon Dale did die because of me, but I did not kill him on purpose. It was an accident, and I was manipulated into doing it by this man. And I'll point to Q-Mite. You can all gasp now. Everybody gasp together.
Yeah, there's no reply to that.
No, he sits up. That is untrue. And at this, the magistrate says, "For what it's worth, those of you may know how our system of government works. I understand, and I alone, who is actually under the spell of the truth. Mr. Burbage is not under the spell, but Mr. Q-Mite is. How, then, is it possible that what they say is both true on Q-Mite's side and false on Master Kemp's side? The only reasonable explanation is that he murdered Eldon Dale and meant to do it."
Burbage is furrowing his brow. Now, wait a minute. This is nonsense. I don't know what he's talking about. I remember very clearly what happened the night of Eldon Dale's death. All right? I was upset. Yes, I was mad at Eldon Dale for sending my friend Theodric away. I was mad at him, but Q-Mite here, he found me. He told me, he encouraged me in a vulnerable state to go to Eldon's house and to take a ring from off his finger because it was valuable to him and that it would make me feel better to take something valuable from him the way he took something valuable from me. And so I did. I was drinking, and I was upset, and so I came here, and I did. I took the ring off of Eldon Dale's finger, but I didn't know what was going to happen right after that. Which was that he burst into flames in front of my very eyes. That moment has haunted me for the rest of my life. But I don't feel good about it. I've never felt good about it. I never intended to kill him. And if Q-Mite here knew what that ring was, knew that somehow it would kill Eldon if he lost it, then it's Q-Mite's fault that Eldon Dale was killed that night, not mine.
Q-Mite raises a hand. "That is an incredible accusation, Mr. Kemp."
How far is Q-Mite from me?
Though you've, I'm going to
10 feet.
I'll similarly raise my hand. Though you've so far failed to deny it.
Yeah, Q-Mite, did you know what the ring was?
At this, he just sort of stays silent.
Q-Mite, you're under a truth spell. Answer.
I realize what I'm under.
I'm going to turn to the magistrate. Your Honor? Excellence? But what's your title here?
My forthrightness.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus God. Your forthrightness. Does that imply that 3 other people were more right than you?
No.
Oh.
That seemed implausible. 3 was too small a number.
At this, the crowd goes, "Oh!"
I have a means that it seems he... Would you agree that it seems that Q-Mite here has something that he's avoiding saying under this truth?
That is very possible, but I cannot speculate on what is avoided.
Indeed,
I
but
need more proof.
could I perhaps assist you in providing some of this proof?
Is there any among you that can corroborate Mr. Burbage's story? No, were any of you with him that night?
I can.
My dear, how is that possible?
Because he did not remember, and I cast a spell last night, and I saw everything in his head. Q-Mite told him to do it, and did not tell him it would kill him. That man is lying, and you all are awful.
Don't know if that
She's
last bit
right.
was needed, but...
I mean, it was the truth.
But
She
it was
tells
the
the
truth.
truth.
Yup.
I will admit, this one is under the truth.
So...
Let me confer for one moment. And he's starting to talk to his sort of acolytes around him a bit. While it is distressing that the memory of that night was altered in some way, I cannot deny that this one speaks the truth. This does corroborate a bit of Master Kemp's story. Huh.
Oh, snap.
Does Hikari say that?
Yep.
I'm like, of course she did. I'm pretty sure everything Darce says out loud, Hikari
Yeah.
has said.
Pretty much.
Akari is basically Darcy.
I'm gonna sort of sigh. Wouldn't this be easier if Q might actually told us what he knew?
This is very true, Q-Mite. There is a bit of danger now in keeping silent. Perhaps you should say what you know. And how is it that he was wrong earlier? At this, Q-Mite seems like he's trying to kind of say something, but can't quite get any words out.
I could expedite this process.
Well, what say you to the crowd? Burbage Kemp, though he was a party to the death of Eldon, the cause even of the death of Eldon, he doesn't seem to be all at fault for the death of Eldon. What say the crowd? Would you forgive him? And at this, the crowd is quiet and contemplative, and you see them. No one really wants to speak up at this, and finally Avery says, "I forgive him." And someone else, me too.
Burbage will look at Avery with a very gentle, relieved look.
And then more and more, I would forgive him. And you're scanning the crowd, Burbage, and you're looking around, and everyone is nodding at you, and they're smiling at you, and there's a general cheer now lifting up of forgiveness and of love toward you. But there's still one more person that you really need to look at.
Theodric?
I would say.
I look up at Theodric.
He looks over at the magistrate and gives a nod. And then he kind of furrows his brow, and he goes inside and shuts the window. And at this, the magistrate, well, by decree of the town of Diefield, it appears that Master Kemp is relieved of all charges. Master Kemp, if you would present your back to me, and I would remove the seal for you.
Stormbringer's going to lean in really close to watch this, because she wants to see how it's done without cutting things out of flesh.
Okay.
Burbage will very humbly turn when he sees Stormbringer leaning down towards close. He'll kind of flinch.
You're rightly so.
And kind of like and then he'll raise the back of his shirt up.
All right. And so everyone kind of sees this kind of what looks to be like a faint tattoo of a kind of an arcane symbol that's just in the center of his back. And the the magistrate goes over, and with the scepter itself, starts to kind of like pat Burbage on the shoulders, and he does this 4 times, and the seal begins to kind of wither and disappear, and that's it, Stormbringer. No cutting. Simple as that.
I don't understand how that worked.
Magic.
I don't understand.
I know.
I'm very powerful, big one. I have many books.
I don't.
Anyway,
what are you
Burbage Kemp,
saying?
you are free to go.
Thank you, your
Now-
forthrightness. I appreciate it, but this trial isn't over. If you'll allow, can I ask Qmite a question?
Oh yes, of course.
I'll go up to Qmite.
All right.
And what do I?
Also,
Do I
Andy, your
wanna
mic
ask
might have
you?
unplugged. While Adam thinks about that.
Yes.
I'm gonna. Where's Charity right now?
I would have been.
Yeah.
I probably would have been. And I wasn't sure. Sorry. The problem when all of the NPCs are represented by the same token. I would have been, because like Hikari was kind of closer to Qmite and Stormbringer was kind of closer to Burbage. I was staying closer to the Magistrate.
Okay. Cool.
I'll I don't think I even need to message cantrip you. I'll just, or well, maybe I will, just because it's cooler. But I'm gonna hold out my hand and message wait, yeah. If I'm the one initiating the cantrip,
You
I
have to
think
point.
It does need to be somatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll point to you, and I'll message you. The stranger's coin. Give it to me.
Sure. I'll hand Burbage the stranger's coin.
I'll take it. I'll lift it up for everybody to see. Kind of show it to the magistrate.
All right. There's a few murmurs from the crowd. Avery in particular looks like really wide-eyed at that.
I noticed that. I presumably Burbage notices that.
Sure. Yeah.
Interesting. This coin is what Qmite gave me after I did his dirty deed. Qmite, do you recognize it? I'll show it to him. I'll put it up to his face.
He's like kind of grinning, and I do, yes.
Why did you give it to me that night?
You deserved it.
What did I do to deserve it?
Precisely what you were told. You interpreted a riddle in the dark, and you did just what we wanted you to. Just what he wanted you to. So you got it.
What who wanted me to do?
And at this he stays silent.
What? What did he want me to do? What did you tell me to do? Say it for everybody to hear.
I asked you to retrieve a ring. Bit of a trinket. Nothing too crazy for a burgeoning thief like yourself. That was it. That's all I asked you to do.
Is he standing or
He's-
sitting?
Sitting next to kind of the one of the acolytes is propping him up.
How far away am I?
10 feet.
Okay. I'm going to stride over to him and pick him up by like the neck of his shirt and
Alright.
just dangle him in the air if I can.
No, okay. Yeah, he's small. You don't have much of a trouble doing this. And he's like, get her off me. And a few of the guards
Tell
kind of...
the fucking truth, or I will end you right here and now.
I'm telling the truth. You'll strangle him.
Elaborate, or I really will strangle you.
No, madam, you don't need to do that to him.
I just turn and look at him with black eyes, and then look back.
Humite, did you, or your organization, or the stranger, know what would happen when I took that ring off of Eldon? Yes or no?
Yes.
I'll turn to the magistrate and to the audience of people to indicate, like, if you needed proof, like more proof, there it is.
Does Akari let him go then at that point?
I listen a little bit.
I'll
And I'm like, name who you work for.
There are many. We are no one named. We are just names and whispers.
Oh
in
my
the
God.
dark.
Tell me who it is.
Who? What is?
I tighten again and hold him higher in the air.
What?
Who is the stranger?
I'm as good as dead if I tell you.
I mean, you're gonna
Besides,
die if you don't.
It's so much fun for you not to know.
You're getting off on this?
Is that Q might saying that, or the
Yeah.
DM?
The DM through Q might, but Q might would agree.
Yeah, I mean, if the DM has an out here, you've got every character, every NPC here at your command.
I'm turning to you, Burbage, and I'm just like raising an eyebrow.
I-
What do you want me to do?
I'm gonna sort of sigh and rub my temples. Burbage,
Yes, Charity.
ask him the question again in just a moment.
He's a bit wide-eyed at the suggestion.
I'm going to walk forward to him as well. I'm going to walk forward to where Hikari is holding him and go,
Okay.
there are much worse things in the world than what she can do to you. Much worse.
You agree. I agree. There is what the stranger could do to me.
I'm just going to smile at that and snap my fingers. And a 10-foot tall angel is standing in front of him.
Jesus.
I drop him on the ground from like about 3 feet.
As he drops,
About it.
Oh, okay. I thought he was a halfling.
Nah.
as he drops, my hand is going to catch him and sort of lift him up, except now it's to my full height, and then back down so he's looking at my eyes, and I'm going to gesture to Burbage.
Burbage is going to respond by gesturing to the angel to pick him up in the other hand, if possible, to bring me up to.
I'm going to
Burbage.
like prop Burbage on my shoulder.
Yeah.
So am I like eye level to
Yeah, and then I'll sort of adjust Q-Mite. Like I also just, for clarity of this image, I am moving him like someone on stage adjusting a mic stand.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, vroom, vroom, there we go. Now you're eye level.
Yeah. Burbage from Angel Charity's shoulder will, definitely direct Q-Mike.
Jesus.
to be positioned like right in front of him, so he can be like face to face with him.
All right.
And Burbage will say, I need you to understand something. What you did to me, what you made me do, ruined my life. It has haunted me for over 20 years. in both figurative ways and quite literal ones. It caused me to run away from the only family I knew, the only town I knew, from the only chance I had at a happy, normal life. I am very fortunate that just recently I met a new family, and I'll look at Charity and at Stormbringer and at Hikari,
Charity's going to pat you on the head.
who I never would have met if I hadn't left Diefield. But what you did caused me to lose something that I cared about more than anything in the world. And I'll look up at Theodric, or at the window. He might not be, I don't know if he's there, is he?
You see Arian on the other side of the window, but no.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll see Arian. Yeah. And my eyes will kind of well up. You destroyed everything I knew. Now,
Burbage.
tell me.
Burbage. It's not what I made you do. It's what I made you into. And for that, I'll be rewarded.
Burbage will turn white at that. And then he'll gulp. Who is the stranger?
As he says that, screaming in Cumite's head, in every language ever spoken, is the command, with no gentleness: answer!
Ooh, damn.
So, sorry, that was my counter. So, I have cast the spell Command.
It's a wisdom save.
With save.
I will not tell you. I can only hint.
Oh, are we gonna play fucking charades now?
They don't call it charades, they call it riddles in the dark. It's real stupid.
It's who you least suspect.
That's not a hint, Q-Mite. That is the stupidest possible. What are you talking about? I slap Q-Mite across the face.
I'm going to begin shaking him semi-vigorously.
Right.
Like a mic that's not working.
The magistrate then lets everyone know that the field of truth, as he calls it, has fallen. That no one is underneath this anymore.
Why would he say that?
So that you guys maybe know that he doesn't have to tell the truth anymore.
Wait, did that start, or did it end before or after?
After.
He said, okay.
Yeah.
He was like, just now it has ended.
It is
Basically.
now.
All right, so while still in this big dramatic pose, in this tableau, Burbage will kind of get back into like old Burbage in the family mode, and he'll kind of look at Charity and look down at Stormbringer. All right, well then, who's the person we least expect? Do you think it's Modo?
Charity's. You're gonna see the angel's mouth open and then sort of the shoulders slump slightly, which is a bit of a problem for you, Burbage, since you're sitting on my shoulder. Like, reach over to a building and like scratch into the surface with a finger. Meepus? Question mark.
Meepus.
Wait, but we always suspect him of everything.
Yeah,
The angel
I'm
is nodding.
I'm trying to decide if I suspect him less than I suspect Modo, or if there's anyone else that I would suspect even less. Like, technically, I think I would suspect Vimeris less than both
Right,
of
like
them.
he's
Was
frozen in
Vimeris the
ice.
stranger?
Would you all let me down?
He was our brother.
Q-Mite, come on. Was Vimeris the stranger? You can tell us.
Would you let me down?
No,
Do I
don't
see-
let him down.
Are there any windows on these buildings?
Yes.
I'm just gonna start cleaning the window with him.
Let's take him somewhere quiet, you guys, and I can get him to talk. I can get him to tell us.
No, all right. I don't want this to turn into another red situation.
No, this is
and
just
plus
gonna.
I'm-
It's not. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be like how I said I can cut that out of you, the sigil. Except I'm not cutting things out.
Yeah.
I'm just cutting.
Yeah, no.
There,
You know what?
if I might
You know
interject, Q-Mite belongs to the town now, and we will decide his fate.
Yeah, thank you,
Believe
your
me, if you-
forthrightness. I understand. Stormbringer,
Oh.
I appreciate it. I appreciate all the effort. Frankly, I'm getting tired of this storyline a bit. And so what I'll say is one more thing to you, Q-Mite, before we turn you over to the magistrate. I'm giving you a nickname in front of everyone. We're all going to use it. Can I have your agreement, everyone? Are we all going to use the nickname I give him?
Yeah. Everyone else?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the crowd.
Yeah. Oh, the crowd. Yeah. Starts to. Oh, yeah. Of course. Yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
Sure.
Q-Mite, I hereby dub you Q-Tip.
Yeah. Q-tip. Whoa.
The angel's gonna sort of float over to the next window, spit on it, and continue using Q-Mite to clean it.
Yeah, that's great. And also, Charity, if you can understand me, put your finger in your ear and take out some angelic earwax and rub it on his hair. Do angels have earwax? Try it. I bet you don't even know. Or no, Charity, better yet, just go ahead and put him in your ear. Put his head in your ear and use him as a Q-tip. That is the perfect way to solidify this nickname. Is everybody?
I'm going to
wants
look
see-
confused because I'm only a couple of feet taller than Stormbringer. Like,
Who wants to see him use Q-Mite use Q-tip as a Q-tip?
Do I get a say in it? This is
No.
Q-Mite.
at this I'm going to
Do it.
turn him around so that I'm holding him by like the back collar, spit on the next window, and resume cleaning the windows. This time with his face pressed into them.
Yeah.
Charity, the crowd wants you to use him as a Q-tip. It's good showmanship, that's all.
Angel's gonna sigh, look at him, and sort of put him against, like, place Q-tip against the angel's ear. Obviously, he doesn't fit.
Burbage will very enthusiastically, kind of start clapping, yeah, Q-tip, huh? Nice, everybody, how great is that? Yay!
You're gonna see the angel sigh and point at the magistrate. And then point at Q-Mite and sort of like back and forth is like, you want him?
Please, yes.
As I continue holding him, I'm gonna sort of look at him and pull Q-Mite in very close so that he's eye to eye with the angel. And just look for a second.
Okay.
Does he do anything?
Why don't you give me an intimidation roll?
Normal or advantage?
I'll give advantage to that as the angel, the terrifying angel that has been cleaning windows with him.
10 either way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he kind of winks at you, but yeah,
I'm gonna smile even wider and then headbutt him
okay.
very hard with like my
Very
plate
hard?
with my plate mail helmet.
Okay. And that, yeah, his nose is now entirely bloody, and the crowd cheered again as that happened.
And then I'm just going to
kind of barely conscious.
and then I'm just going to toss him towards the magistrate.
All right. He's trying to wipe like blood off his face, and the magistrate and the guards are picking him up now. And he kind of looks over to you, Burbage, and he's barely conscious, and his eyes are kind of blinking awkwardly. And he says, "Burbage, you want to know a secret?" And then he points at you, Burbage.
No.
And you hear in your head that. And then he's being carried away by guards.
So really quick,
Okay.
after he does that to Burbage,
Oh, no.
you're gonna see me walk up to him in the guard's hands and just lean down and whisper in his ear
Yeah.
and cast Vicious Mockery. Oh man! Does that work?
I mean, it works. He's got to roll a save.
Oh, okay. It was a 3. So.
Also, she should be rolling more damage on her cantrips, by the way. They're not scaling correctly.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you definitely...
Because she's a level 10, she should be rolling 2.
2d4, I think, for that, yeah.
Okay, should I roll another?
Roll another d4.
I just, like, looked at the d4 on my screen and clicked it. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, you're good,
Oh,
good.
that's okay.
I was just like, d4!
He did save. He rolled a 19.
God damn it.
Sadly.
Oh, well, I tried.
But you're pretty sure that would have killed him.
Q-Tip, just a quick question. Could you just think back to the whisper you just sent me and let me know, just confirm that it is right and that you didn't leave any words out?
At this, you're going to see the angel turn and raise an eyebrow at Burbage.
Did Q-Tip make a typo in his whisper?
I'm not sure, just wanted to make sure. Q-Tip?
I believe that was everything.
Alright, just making sure. It's just kind of confusing. So many things that get said to me by bad guys in this chapter of my life just kind of confused me. And it takes me a little bit to think about it. So if that's all you meant to say, do you mean it to be enigmatic, Q-Tip? You mean it to be enigmatic, or should I know what it means?
No. He just wanted you. You could tell that that's something he just wants you to like stew on. Like he's very much about just trying to give you riddles.
Yeah.
To think about. He's not about answering anything for you.
Yeah. Okay, I will drop out of Burbage now. Okay. Would it? This is probably not great to do on stream, but
No, it's fine.
is the intended meaning that blank was only the blank?
Everyone, let's play D&D Mad Libs.
It's implying that there will be more?
No, that was...
No.
Yeah, that's the exact wording of it.
Hey, Q-Tip, that was a stupid whisper. I didn't like it. It's not interesting to me. Take him away. Guards! Is there, Andy, is there, any kind of reporter around that can come up and ask me what I'm going to do once Charity sets me down? Like a reporter for, the local
there
newspaper?
There happens to be a town crier who runs up to you and wants to know, what is it that Q might said to you? What was that secret that you were talking about there?
I'll put him down on the ground, and now I'm Charity again.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? I'm just going to tell you, because I don't know what it means, and I doubt it has any significance that will have lasting effects if I share it with a city full of people in public.
You're gonna see Charity go,
He said to me,
Yeah?
fire blight can't melt steel beams. He's a Rother, everybody.
Oh.
He believes that the fire blight was an inside job. He's a nut job.
Oh, we've heard of people like that.
Yeah,
What the
Rothers.
fuck?
They all believe that it all started with Roth, but that it's like the government doing it, burning down
Well,
towns.
obviously we all saw the fires. That's certainly not true.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a whole alternative approach to facts, and it's just nonsense. Anyway, do you have any other questions for me?
What are you going to do now that you've successfully saved the town of Diefield?
I will turn and smile at his pad and paper, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'll say, I'm going to go shopping. And then there's a montage. There's like a happy music montage.
Burbage trying on outfits.
Yeah, of all of us shopping together and kind of like having fun, and There's one point where we're like cooking lobsters, and the lobsters like fall on the floor, and we're like chasing him around, and it's just silly and cute.
That's hilarious. So, yeah, that's fine. Feel free now if you want to go shopping. That's totally fine.
Charity's gonna do a quick med check to make sure that he's not hallucinating. 20? Not Nat?
I don't think Burbage is hallucinating. No.
No. Charity was checking himself. Shit got surreal.
I don't think that happened either.
I don't think.
Charity's
To be clear,
Charity's gonna sigh.
we don't experience it as a montage, Charity.
Okay, just so we're clear though, in my mind what just happened was Burbage looked at the pad of paper and was like, "We're going to go shopping," and then began acting out the montage.
He acted out trying on hats.
Yeah, and he's like, "Yeah!" And just like doing like little clips, and I'm just like, Charity's just like,
Yeah,
the fuck?
I love that. Yeah, I was dashing around to try to like do. Yeah, I love that. That's perfect.
You were like emulating a lobster running away and us chasing a lobster.
Yeah, I tried pulling Avery into one of them, into one of the montages.
He has nothing to do with that. He's trying to get it aside from me. The proprietor of the short shaft has come over and said that all of you get to drink free tonight if you want. Just come by the place, and it's starting to actually get a little dim. It's just now starting to get kind of toward evening-ish. And the town has sort of dispersed, and people are going back to their way of life. What is it the four of you would like to do? Theodric and Arian are securely in the mayor's estate again, and Gorge has now come back as well.
I'll wave at Gorge.
She nods at you with her two blue guard drakes.
I am going to go up to Burbage.
Aye.
And I look very concerned. Like I'm thinking very hard.
Okay.
Hey, Akari, what's up? That was pretty fun, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks
And-
again. Hey, thanks again for restoring my memories. Like, I feel so much better having them back. And frankly, I'm kind of confused as to why I tried forgetting them in the first place. Because if I knew that it wasn't my fault for killing Eldon, then what was I so fucked up over? Anyway, that's weird. How are you doing?
You just see my eyes dart around really quickly and be like, who? I have no idea.
No idea at all.
And then I'm gonna lean down to you and kind of say in a low voice, who is the last person that you would ever suspect of being the person that, orchestrated all this?
Now I'm worried you guys are gonna guess it.
Because I have an idea.
Don't guess it, please don't guess it.
I mean, now Adam is guessing it, but instead I will, Burbage is like, oh, I know what you're thinking, Hikari. And I'll whisper back into her ear, make ready the sails, Mr. Hislop. Right.
She doesn't even know that name.
She doesn't know that that's a name, right? So I just said,
No,
make ready
but
the sails, Mr. Hislop. How would
Never met
Hikari
that guy.
respond to that?
I just look a little confused.
I'll wink at Hikari.
Okay.
Who are you suspecting, Hikari?
Burbage is left. He's going shopping.
The DM doesn't want to talk about this anymore.
Hikari, who are you suspecting?
I'm worried.
I'm hopping off. I don't want to hear it because Burbage isn't there.
Okay.
I don't, because I know what you're gonna say, and Burbage doesn't know it, and I don't know it either. God damn it!
If you know what she's gonna say,
Yeah.
get off.
I'm hot. Oh, you said it in Discord.
Yes!
God damn it!
Wait, I didn't see that. Yep.
Who are you suspecting, Hikari?
I'm gonna.
Burbage is gone. He went upstairs.
Okay. Are you off?
Yeah, well, no, it doesn't matter anymore.
No,
I'm not dropping off.
No, go ahead. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna glance very meaningfully up at Theodric's window.
Burbage doesn't see that because
Oh.
Burbage has gone inside. Burbage is going up to be with Theodric and Arian.
Yeah.
Let's go kick some ass. Is it ass kicking time?
Burbage has been up there for 5 minutes while you guys were talking about this.
Really? It took us 5 minutes?
He was
got it.
alone with Theodric and Arian.
I don't
he
think
just-
he should be
just-
left alone with him.
I just want
Because
Burbage to
Theodric-
have 5 minutes of uncomplicated happiness.
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay.
Did I just okay, so I'm kind of picturing as this conversation happened, Burbage straightened up, having said, you said you whispered, but having said, make ready the sails, Mr. Hislop, which I won't know. We just sort of smile at Hikari, dust yourself off, and dashes into Theodric's house.
Yeah.
Cherry's just maybe we leave him. I should go return this wand.
Indeed. So do you kind of want to the rest of you can kind of go shopping if you'd like, kind of prepare for the evening if you want to meet
None of them. Wait,
at the
Andy.
short shaft.
I don't think they want to
Later.
go shopping right now.
I don't want
Aren't,
to
what,
kill the love of your life.
I do.
did I miss you?
I feel kind of bad about it. But he's the only person I can think of that would actually have a reason to do that. Not that I'm saying this to Burbage. I'm
Are you saying this to...
Yeah, to you guys.
Stormbringer and Charity.
I'm a little worried to leave him alone, but I don't want to, beat up an innocent person.
Indeed.
I mean, okay, innocent people reveal their innocence if you beat them up hard enough, right?
Charity's gonna look up. You have a profoundly disquieting definition of a justice system.
It works
One
for
of
the
my
Goliath.
favorite lines. Oh my god.
I want to metagame for a moment,
Okay.
just because I think it might be useful to have just out on the table.
Sure.
So in Discord, yeah, Lena says she said, I just want to point out that Andy said something when Burbage revealed his second stranger coin that cued me that Theodric is the stranger. I wrote it in my notes, but I never wrote down what it was. So I'm wondering. So
I don't remember what he said. I didn't
Yeah.
write down what he said in my notes, but I have in my notes, Theodric is the stranger.
So does it have to do with one thing that moment when Burbage pulled out his stranger coin,
Yeah.
one aspect of that moment is that Burbage, that was after the Emerald Falls, Burbage didn't remember anything about the night that Eldon died, including getting the ring from Q-Mite.
The coin, you mean?
Getting
coin,
the coin from Q-Mite.
Right. I think that's what the biggest thing was. Right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
and that's what made that moment so fun for me to play.
Yeah.
Is Burbage from when we were all back in Federo and we got the stranger's coin then, Burbage was definitely thinking to himself then, all right, I'm being honest about all this shit with Foley's letter and with me accidentally helping them blackmail the family. I'm not gonna say that I have another one
Stranger
of these
coin. Yeah.
that I got the night that I saw my ex's dad die. I'm gonna keep that to myself. So it was fun that because he didn't remember how he got it for that amount of time, he had just been noticing, well, I wonder what this coin is from. And in that moment,
And-
I don't know if that helps us to kind of.
And incidentally, Adam, that's what has happened is exactly why I thought Burbage had that coin. I assumed you
Nice.
got paid that coin
Yeah,
for
yeah.
doing the thing that resulted in Eldon dead.
Nice. Yeah, that's exactly it. So, but what I don't know if that actually. I mean, I
Informs
Adam.
things.
I Adam am yeah, Theodric makes total fucking sense, and fuck you, Andy. But yeah, I thought it
But
might be
really,
useful just to-
what's important is we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
No,
Andy.
like,
Well, it's okay. While we have the simmer, why don't we take a quick break here? We can kind of simmer and then reevaluate what you guys want to do in the rest of the town. And I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Sounds good. All right.
We've driven him to escape. We're on the trail of something.
Oh god!
Yep.
Or the
Oh, God,
person
I gotta get out of here.
or the personal
He's-
abuse is just finally wearing him down.
He's gonna go to the bathroom and frantically rewrite the story like the Game of Thrones writers.
No.
Game of Thrones writers like, oh, they figured it out. I have to change it.
No, I'm just picturing Darce finding him trying to scrabble out the bathroom window like Burbage going out the window, and then us
William
hearing
H. Macy in Fargo.
and hearing in
Yeah.
hearing in the background someone just hearing in the background meow.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back in just a minute, everybody.
All right.
And we're back.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our live recording of the podcast. We're having a lot of fun here today. Everyone hates me. I love it. So it looks. So what does everyone want to do?
Andy, so did anything notable happen in the 5 minutes that I was upstairs alone with Theodric and Arian?
Certainly.
just-
No. Let's go to that now. Burbage, as you leave then the family behind and you head up the stairs, Gorge is checking to Theodric and Arian at the top of the stairs, making sure that they're okay. Theodric, you can tell, sees you come in the house and then kind of leaves and goes back. And then Gorge is now kind of talking to Arian and saying, "This is good. Yes, you have your purple tea, you have your blue tea. Everything is good for the child. Yes." She says, "Yes, thank you, Gorge."
So now Theodric is alone in his room. Did I hear that right?
It appears so, yeah. And Gorge will nod at you as you come up the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go to Theodric's room, and I mean, yeah, like definitely, like this is the first time all of this has been out in the open, and that we've really gotten to like, well, I don't know, talk about it. I don't know, but I'll walk in kind of like sheepishly. I don't know if that's the right word, but just kind of very like.
From across the room, at his desk, without even turning around, you hear him say, "Mr. Kemp, I am the mayor of this town, and it is probably good to knock on the mayor's quarters."
I'll stop and be very still and look at the door and then look back to him. Sorry.
Is there something you need?
I guess I just wanted to say sorry and thank you for supporting me during my trial. And I love you, never stopped loving you, and been torn up over you and over what happened with your father for, upwards of 20 years. And I'm sorry. And yeah, don't know what else there is to say.
I mean, he was kind of a shit father. I mean, I'm not incredibly. I mean, it's not really a. Thank you, Master Kemp. I will take all this into consideration. And he continues to write then a little more.
Yeah, Burbage will, look at the floor, kind of nod. All right. Okay, well, I will.
Fuck. All right. I get it. Look. Yeah, he was shit, and it wasn't about him. It's about you. You kept it from me, and you ran from me.
I did.
And I don't know how to deal with this, I guess.
Phaedric, no, I didn't run from you. I ran from what I thought I'd lost forever. Your father told me that I would never see you again, that he would see to it. He told me that he had sent you away and that we'd never be together. And I believed him, and I ran because I thought I'd never see you again, and that there would be no way to explain to you or to anybody what happened. I was confused. And I'm sorry, but I would never run from you. I thought you had left me. That's why I did what I did. I didn't know what else to do. I felt abandoned. Again. First by my father, then by Avery. And then you were gone, and I was fucking alone. That's all. And I'm here now. Are
you gonna stay?
Tears will well up in Burbage's eyes.
Wait, but before you answer, oh shit, where is it? He's rummaging through his desk. And then he gets up and he starts to go into the closet. And now he's kind of rummaging through the closet and shit. Yeah. And he comes back out and he has a small box, like a wooden box. And he places it on the bed. And he kind of goes, it's your birthday, isn't it? Right around this time? I had gotten you something a long time ago. God, I don't even know why I held on to it. I was kind of hoping. But your birthday was a week ago or something?
Was it? I didn't even remember. What was I doing a week ago? Andy, what was Burbage doing a week ago?
You were probably heading into Cliffmill.
Ah, perfect. Yeah, I guess it was my birthday. That's kind of ironic. For reasons I won't discuss right now.
Yeah, that's cryptic. I don't know what that means. Open it up.
That means... Oh, okay. I'll kind of start kind of moving toward the box on the bed, kind of looking at Theodric. It'll be kind of in these halting movements. I'll kind of like pause and I'll be like, my birthday, huh? I forgot. I totally forgot. I'll take a few more steps. You know, a while back, I did have a Burbage Kemp day. But that was something else. I was just real badass during a fight with some fire elementals, and I declared it Burbage Kemp Day. Did you hear about that?
No.
Alright, it's fine. It was really cool. I'll talk to you about it later. I'll move a few more steps. Also, before I forget, have you ever been in Wickham? Trapped in a sphere?
No.
All right,
No,
yeah,
not
just
at all.
making 100% sure. Yeah, that's really interesting. Never did figure out who that person in the sphere was. Oh, it had shapeshifting abilities. I wonder if it was that Rakshasa. Anyway, I'll move toward the box now. All right, well, thank you, Theodric. This is great. I'm 100 years old. That's weird, huh? I was 99 for a while there.
Are you gonna
And it
open
was
your
sort of like-
box or?
Yeah, I do this. It's a thing I do. I sort of ramble. All right, I'll just open it.
Charity's gonna look at Stormbringer and Hikari. What are the odds he's rambling right now?
100 years old. Oh, man. Ugh, makes me feel old. All right, here it goes. And I open it up.
All right. It is a. It is it's a dragonfly, but it's made of wire and then some like stained glass for wings and stuff. And it's a pin that you can wear.
Oh, wow. This is beautiful. Where did you get this?
I'll
Do
you remember that? Do you remember that time we were in the fields to the north and there was just like all those dragonflies, and it felt like just a moment that was perfect.
Yeah.
I just wanted something that felt real about that moment, I guess. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's yours.
Yeah, I remember that. Thanks, Theodric. I'll put the pin on.
So
So are you straight now, or what's going on with that? You
That's-
fucked a lady and had a
well,
child.
okay.
That's interesting, huh?
10 gold says he makes it awkward at some point.
I guess, being mayor of Diefield, I suppose, it gets kind of weird.
gets
Right.
a little complicated, and I mean, Arian, I got Arian out of it.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah.
My friends think she might not be everything she appears, but I believe that she's just a little child who drinks imaginary tea.
That's really cryptic.
Also, good name for her, named after the big story in our town of Diefield. Huh? Oh, and how about this, the Bright Fang? And I pull it out. How about that, huh? Thank you for the ring. I don't know what any of this means. I remember the story vaguely. That's kind of cool. Maybe we can get into that later on stream.
You're rambling again, talking about rivers and streams.
Rambling straight through the fourth wall.
How about this? Take a little time and come back to me.
Yeah.
About if you're gonna stay around here.
Right. Yeah, totally. Yep. I understand things are complicated. Got my dragonfly pin. Really appreciate it. Got the glyph ward off my back. That's great. The ward glyph ward glyph ward. Which way does it ever go? I don't know. And when I said that I love you, I still love you. Sure. I mean, right. But I love everybody kind of in a cosmic sense. Like sometimes I feel these oceanic feelings of connectedness with everybody and everything. That's awesome. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go shopping. I'll probably end up staying in Diefield unless I have a big character shift having to do with my current story in life. Bye. And I walk out.
All right.
Why does no one ever take my bets that will definitely win me money?
Because that means we'd lose money.
All right, so Hikari.
I mostly buy things to keep you all alive.
Cheers. Yeah. Yeah, or I give you guys a list prior to tonight's session of some possible magic items that are in town. If you wanted to kind of restock supplies, if any of those magic items seemed interesting.
Also, do I see one of the blonde sisters of the guard?
Yes, she was with the magistrate and their people.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Do I see her again? Like in the area?
She's kind of guarding the gate back here by the magistrate.
I'm going to sort of, as Burbage comes out the door, I'm going to wave at her. But, by the way, there's Burbage.
Wait, who are you waving to?
The guard captain. That was 15 gold apiece.
Oh, nice.
I don't think that counts.
I only specified finding him.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, hold on. She walks away and theoretically is gonna go get the money.
I'm gonna sort of call gently after. Also, you've seen what I can do.
All right, so eventually she comes back and hands you guys a small sack of coin.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm gonna hand Burbage the 10 of what would have been my gold of my 15.
Okay.
Be like, here you go, Burbage. It's the money we got paid for finding you.
Ooh, how much is it? How much?
10 gold.
Oh, nice.
We didn't really. I mean, we couldn't really say that we needed to pay 4 people, one of whom was the person we were being paid to find. Compromise.
Yeah, no, totally. Hey, if you really wanted to, you could go to Theodric and ask him for the reward money from that bounty he put out on me. That was a lot of money.
Yeah, and we did find you.
Was that for you being dead? Because...
Wait.
No, I don't think the bounty said anything about wanting me dead. Vimeris showed it to me, and I read it, and I was kind of in shock right after reading it, but I wouldn't have forgotten something as important as the bounty wanting me dead.
I mean,
I'm
you've forgotten a lot of stuff.
You literally went into a magical waterfall to forget at least one night of your life.
Yeah, that waterfall was weird. Remember when I thought that Meepus was the one doing the memory?
Yeah.
Yeah. At the table level, what was Andy saying before we went into this whole shtick? Sorry, because I wanted my coin.
Yeah, no, you got your coin.
Yeah. But you were saying like there were some magical items and supplies and stuff.
Yeah.
Um.
If you guys wanted to go and get some of that, the halflings from your boat have already gathered their supplies and everything.
Okay.
So
I would want to have I would arrange to have the dreadnought's shield like taken onto the ship.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Gorge had sent several of the guards to do that.
Okay.
And you saw them just a couple moments ago carrying that toward the ship.
Okay. And then I would be interested. We're just expediting things, I think, in checking out wherever the Dust of Dryness was and wherever that shield was. And we can have that just be we were exploring. It'll also be a lot easier if one or both of those is at, what was it, Kylie's Magic Wares? Mage Wares? Because I would be returning the Wand of Wonder.
Right. The shield is at Kylie's. She had taken it with her as things
went to hell,
progressed pretty badly.
Almost literally.
Yes, but she definitely has brought it back at this point.
Oh, also, from the level up, do we have the new abilities that we'd gained?
Not yet.
Okay.
Technically, since we haven't really rested.
All right. So, yeah, I guess I would go over to Kylie's and sort of knock on the door.
Yeah, she's kind of straightening things up again, but she says, "Oh yes, hi."
Hello. I'm gonna take out the wand. This is yours.
Oh my god, I was looking for that. How'd you get it?
Well,
you take it from my shop.
Yes, because I was fighting fire giants.
Oh, that's a good point now you make. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, I hope it helped.
Indeed, do you... I didn't actually use it. Do you have other interesting items?
I've got a couple of things, yeah.
Anything that would help either myself of magical persuasions, fire, healing, that sort of thing, or something that might help us in battle?
Yeah. And she shows you the scrolls, healing potions, the shield, the wand, that sort of stuff.
So I'll sort of tap on the shield. What does this do?
Oh, it's good against the magic user types. They're all about. You gotta be careful with them.
We're literally standing in a shop that sells magical items.
I know, but you can never be too wary of those who use magic.
Okay.
Like at least half the people here use magic.
Well, yes, but this shield protects you a bit from them.
Can I do an Arcana check on it to see?
Please, yeah.
14.
It certainly does feel magical. And it is a bit of protection magic.
I'll look at Stormbringer. Something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, I mean, the shield I have now is made out of ancient humans, but that shield looks really good.
It's made out of ancient humans, you said.
Yeah, it's an
You
ancient
mind if I
human
take a
shield.
look at that?
Sure. I'll hand it to her.
She kind of looks confused for a second as she's looking it over, and she kind of waves her hands over it. Oh dear. Oh,
What?
That's a shame. That's a shame.
What's wrong with it?
Oh.
Is it not good humans?
It's not made out of humans. That's partly. Really, a bigger issue is that it's a cursed shield.
Oh. Is that because it's made out of ancient humans?
It's not.
It's not.
I've been trying to
no.
explain this to her for a couple of months.
No, but it's called the ancient human shield, so I think it's made out of ancient humans.
Made.
What's the curse?
Oh.
Well, it helps you against some missiles, is what it looks like it does.
Yeah.
but it actually attracts them to you. Have you not noticed this?
I mean, people just kind of shoot at me a lot because I'm a big target and I'm swinging my axe and screaming, so.
Mostly for them to
Yes.
fight you and shoot you.
Yeah.
Well, this would attract a lot of them, if more so than normal, I would say. I don't know if you want it. If you don't, I mean, I could use it.
Do you do trade-ins? What's its trade-in value?
Well, I'd give you a couple 100 gold for it.
Hey, no, it's made out of really ancient humans. I think it's worth more
certainly
than a
not.
couple
It's
hundred.
certainly not.
Yeah, no, that's what it's called, so it is.
How much?
Okay, it is.
How much?
Old shit is worth a lot.
It is.
How much would the other shield be?
Well, that's about 3,000 gold.
Can we just swap the shields? I'll give you the ancient human shield because it's an antique, because it's made out of ancient humans.
I understand.
For the other
yes.
shield.
No.
But we
This
saved
other-
your town.
Yes, you did, and for that, I knocked 10 gold off of it for you.
Really? Your
yeah.
town's worth 10 gold?
Oh, it's worth a much more, but the
Well-
shield is worth about as much as the town. It's my prized possession.
Your town is only worth 3,000 gold?
I mean, that's a lot of gold.
Yeah, I mean, do you value the people in the town so little, though? Like, how many people are there in this town? At least 100, so that's only, 30 gold per person?
That's pretty good for a halfling life.
Oh, that's sad.
You seem
That's...
very
I mean,
mean
you
to
should
your
value
fellow.
your life more.
Yeah, seriously, that's awful.
Well, what can I say? 3,000 gold.
So you
Or
seem
2,990 for being the saviors of the town.
first. If we had come here today and hadn't been here earlier, we would be picking for this shield through the ashen remains of your body and home.
What do you think is a fair price for it?
Trade-in value?
I think that
I'm
we've
afraid that is ludicrous.
I think that we've already saved your life in the sense of keeping you alive. Now
Okay,
tell
I'll knock
me.
30 more gold off.
Now tell, but no, I had something else I was going to say. Tell me, how good is your business here?
Not great. These little folk don't exactly have a lot of coin to buy magic items, and
So,
they don't feel the need.
what if,
Yeah.
in addition to having already saved your life, we also provided you with a livelihood?
Oh. I'm listening.
I know of a town that is experiencing a distinct uptick in visitors who are from all over, many bringing coin, and almost all of them definitely wanting something to commemorate their visit. Also, they're all travelers, so they're rubes.
This is true. How would I get in on such a gamble?
Well, it's really not just such a gamble, it's more of a forward-looking proposition. You may have realized that we are formidable.
Quite, yes.
And as I'm sure a purveyor of fine items such as yourself realizes, formidable people often end up with the best things.
Not untrue.
So, what if, in exchange for the shield made by or of ancient humans,
Bye.
I know, I'm just saying it
No,
for
I'm
her.
pretty sure it's up.
Okay, we started this all up again. If we just had the or in there, it was all fine. This new location and opportunity, and the ability to have right of first refusal on any goods that we bring back on our trips and don't require for our own use. and say 500 gold. You give us the shield, I give you the information and this opportunity.
For 500? Oh, I couldn't do that.
What do you make a year? Here.
I could go as low as 2,000 gold.
That's a pity,
And
because I
all
was
of
even
those
going to
things.
point out how you could, a way that you could use people's own money to make them their knickknacks and yet still have a profit margin.
If you could give me the deed to a building in this up-and-coming town, I would be very curious about it. Until then...
I could get you a building made to your specifications.
Oh my. Leave me 1,000 gold. Send me the deed, and I'll send you the shield.
That doesn't really work in our line.
Well, I'm afraid that's the best I can do.
Charity... I'm trying to think how to... Charity's facial expression as she gives this is like, this is the best you can do, bye, is one of complete self-confidence and a sense that he has not lost anything.
Okay.
And just be like, very well. I'm sure that others will enjoy their thousands of gold a year.
Do any of the rest of you want anything?
What healing potions do you have?
We have normal healing potions and extreme healing potions with the new Baja flavor.
Ah!
Is it sugar free?
No, God, no. No, lots of sugar. Yes,
How much are we talking here?
25 for the heal. No, I'm sorry, 50 for the healing. 100 for the extreme Baja Blast version of the healing.
Does that do more healing?
It does. It's extreme.
What does that mean, though?
Yeah.
That means imagine you're at the top of a mountain and you jump off of it.
That wouldn't heal us.
No, but it's extreme.
But who
I
would
don't
do
understand.
that? Who would do that? Who would do jumping off of a mountain?
I don't know, a wizard or something.
I
How
should
much
have. I
difference
should have
are
let
we
the fire
talking?
giants burn this place.
Well, it's this healing potion does double what a normal one does. If you have a gash in your arm that's 2 inches long, the other one could heal a 4-inch long one.
Okay. I'm gonna take
So it's twice as strong?
Yes.
of the extreme Baja Blast
You want 3? Okay.
healing potion.
All right, that'll be 300 gold pieces.
All right.
My. 3 of them. All right.
We get in a lot of fights.
I can tell. Anyone else need anything?
Yeah, I need you to give me that shield.
2,500. That's as low as I'll go.
No, you said 1,000.
With the deed. Yes.
I don't remember that part.
I'm sorry.
Hello, excuse me. Hi,
Hi.
shopkeep.
Oh, yes.
Hello.
Defender
How
of
are you?
Byfield. How are you? Thank you for
Yeah,
making my
that's
shop.
me.
Yes.
Yeah, you're welcome. But right now, I'm not having a great time in your shop.
Oh,
Not
oh dear.
feeling very good about it at all.
Oh.
You realize that we are the people who saved the city. Clearly you know. Clearly you heard. You might have even seen it while cowering in the shadows like a coward that you are.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah,
Now.
I heard about you.
Is there any way that you could give the bearer of the bright fang of Aryan a discount?
Well, in the season of giving, as it is, I could go as low as 2,000 gold pieces for it. And that's for you. If you say that you got something from Kylie's. If you just tell some people in town. That would be brilliant.
She said that each of the lives was, what, 10 gold pieces? Charity's is writing something down.
30, I think, yeah.
I think 30.
Oh, 30? Okay, and it was gold pieces. Do you think that subpar or shoddy is more mellifluous as you shout it through the town?
Oh, you wouldn't give me a bad review, would you?
I would. I most definitely would.
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy and then clear my throat so it's echoing in the shop. Oh. Yes. Not really a bad review, more just sharing your opinions of your fellow, townsfolk. Also, all the comments about little people.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Or an intimidation if you're kind of trying to scare her into it, I guess.
I honestly don't give a shit. I kind of just want to ruin her. 16 plus a d4, 17.
All right, 17. With that, you can see her kind of mulling this over. I get a good review from the defenders of Diefield. That's 1. I get your interesting shield. That's 2. 1,500 gold. That's as low as I can go. I'm sorry.
Metagame? Lena, that would be your share of the party chest.
So much money. I mean, yeah, as long as that's just my share and I'm not cutting into your guys' share, I'm cool with that.
I totally forgot that we had a party chest with shares. That's exciting.
You guys have a lot of money, yeah.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah, because I'm still cutting that in fourths, because 1/4 of that is still Vimeris's.
Indeed.
So that's not... I'm not cutting into your guys' share at all with that?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, we could do 1,500. You can have my shield made of ancient humans, and a good review from Burbage.
Okay. Yes. It's done.
Do you want to put the shield in my inventory so I can copy it down to my thing? Do you have it?
I think I do. I don't have it at the moment. Let's see.
Kylie.
Yeah, here it is. Yeah.
Kylie. Kylie.
Oh god, it just popped up on my screen.
Kylie.
Why are you like Daryl Strawberry taunting her?
Daryl.
What? Yes.
I don't know, but
Yes, Mr. Kemp. Yes.
it's been a while since I was in Diefield. Where's the best place to buy armor around here?
Armor? Well, it depends on what kind of armor you're looking for. The only kind of armor I buy is at Ginger's discretion.
I don't care about your weird fetishes.
Oh, well.
I'm not trying to yuck your yum or anything, but come on,
Yeah.
read the room. We're not fans of yours right now.
Okay, well, there's the leather workers. There's blacksmiths. That's about it.
All right, where are those? Point to this map I have of Diefield. Just let me know. I'm
North of town. The leather workers and the blacksmiths is over here.
All right, yeah, I'll see you later. I walk out and I start yelling out while I walk through the square. Hey everybody, Kylie's giving away discounted things in her magic shop. Go check it out. It's real good, and she's a delight to talk to. She's a real delight. I didn't want to stab her with my bright fang more than 3 times during the interaction.
She goes, you know what?
No, really, everybody, 4 stars. Some good stuff in there.
Right?
Did we agree that the star scale was out of 500?
Burbage didn't hear that.
Okay.
Must
I'm also looking for the any other like places that like the powder of dryness. I think was one of the items.
Yeah, probably at Missy's odds and ends.
Which I kind of figured. So I will stick my head in there. You can go to Burbage first if you want.
Yeah. Anyone else want armor?
I'm good.
You good on
Do I
armor?
have armor?
I don't think blacksmiths
Certainly
make
have.
armor that I can wear.
How much?
Yeah.
I mean, how much are we talking to like up my AC significantly?
Yeah, let's check. And Burbage, what kind of armor are you looking for?
Actually,
I'm not sure. Just something that isn't dyed or skimpy. And that doesn't remind me of, my dead best friend.
No problem. Yeah, there's studded leather. They have several. They have a lot of like medium and heavy armors. So basically anything you'd need there.
There's a few with Vimeris's face in profile.
oh,
Everything reminds me of Vimeris.
Even this one, it's commemorated for Vimeris.
How did they even know? All right. What is there anything that would raise my armor class above where it's at right now, which is 16?
With medium armor, or light armor.
Oh, I guess. What are rogues only have proficiency in light armor? Is that correct?
I think medium and light, because I think you can wear. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
Nope, just light armor.
Just light.
And
So
assuming he's got a +4, studded leather is the best that there is, unless there's magical.
Yeah.
Which will be
so
the same as what you're wearing, I think.
And and the list of magical items that you provided, that's exhaustive. Like, there's no magical armor in Diefield.
Right. No, it's small town.
All right. Well, I guess does blacksmiths have any light armor that would be at least the same armor class that I have now? Like any kind of cool looking studded leather armor?
Probably the leather worker would have that.
All right, I'll go over there. Is that like next door? Yeah, it's next door.
Yeah,
Let's just say it is.
It's up here.
Oh, did you ping?
And then Hakari, they don't really have anything better than your
okay.
breastplate.
I didn't think so, but
Yeah.
plus I do have that one spell I can
Yeah.
cast to make
To
it
make
go
you
up by
crazy.
2.
Yeah, I just want some cool looking leather armor that's not dyed purple on one side and gold on the other.
Could you
I
just
get
get that armor dyed?
Oh yeah, could I get it just re-dyed?
You could, yeah.
But what
But
if he comes back?
Yeah,
He's
I don't
going
know.
to
That
come
doesn't
back.
that doesn't feel right as like for in character. Yeah, unfortunately. Come on, Andy, show me what you got. Something cool. Something that befits the bearer of the bright fang. And something, hopefully, affordable.
There is some solid white studded leather.
Solid white?
Yeah.
Charity.
Leather armor?
Charity approves.
Studded leather, yeah.
Oi, leather worker.
Yeah, what do you want?
Hello, Burbage Kemp here, bearer of the bright fang, defender of Diefield.
I know who you
Great.
are. You're my cousin.
Oh! Oh, yes, hello, hi. Well, oh, yes, of course. I'm so...
name, do you?
Oh, no, you know what? I totally do.
What's my name, then? That's right. Our fathers were brothers. What's my name?
I have a 15 history check.
Adon is his name?
Your name is Adon.
No, it's not. It's Auden.
Oh.
You jerk.
Yeah, but I always used to call you Adon because I always forgot what your name was. Anyway, hey Adon, what's up?
Hello, Burbage.
How are you? How's the family?
Oh, they're doing good.
Anyway, I just really wanted to come in and look at your studded leather armor, and I was wondering if I could.
Yeah.
I was looking at that cool white studded leather armor.
Yeah.
How much would that be?
Oh, it's well, that's funny. Well, that's 25, 30 gold right there.
Around 25 or 30 gold.
Aye.
Yeah. All right. And do you have anything cooler looking than even that? Anything that a cool,
I mean, I could
shifty
paint some
rogue?
racing stripes on it or something if you want.
For a moment, Burbage will get visions of purple and gold racing stripes on the white armor. All right. I mean, I guess speaking as Adam, I guess it makes sense for the Burbage wearing having a bright fang to be dressed in something bright. Is that what we're going for, Andy? I'm not talking.
That's fine. Yeah, 40 gold. It's all yours.
All right. Hey, Adon, you keep raising the price higher. Is that because I'm not calling you by your real name?
It's always been 45 gold.
All right, this reminds me of a very inappropriate joke. I'm not going to tell it. I will give you 30 gold for the white studded leather armor.
I gave your brother 25 for it. Can you go up to 35?
32.
All right, fine. Take it off me hands. I've only had it a few weeks. You got
this from Avery?
Yeah.
Hey, question about him.
That. What was that?
I've been doing my own thing for a while now, going on adventures, going on missions set by high priests to do things here and there. Good. What is Avery's deal? He's got tunnels under his house. He's all mysterious. He gave me this wide-eyed look of surprise and shock when I raised the stranger's coin out during my trial in Diefield. What's going on there?
Well, you want to know a secret, right? What I think is going on.
Yeah, tell me.
All right, I'll tell you. I think that when he was young, he got dropped on his head too many times.
All right, well, that's stupid. Thank you for the armor. I shall be leaving now. Goodbye.
Yeah, okay.
I've given him 32 gold. I've got white studded leather armor now. And that's a successful D&D interaction for you, folks.
There you go. Yeah, your curry's good.
Uh-huh.
So my armor class doesn't change. All right, I'm just going to pop this in.
Nice white armor. That evidently was your brother's.
I'm going in Missy's odds and ends, whatever. I think Stormbringer might be with me.
Sure.
True. So okay. So you two walk in, and there's a tall male lizard folk behind the counter.
Does he look tough?
Pretty tough. Yeah, pretty tough. He's got kind of greenish, bluish, kind of translucent scales, almost.
I'm going to raise my hand. Are you in any way, shape, or form associated with Kylie, who runs the store down the street?
No, I'm not.
Oh, thank
Wanna
the
arm wrestle?
gods.
I kind of do want to arm wrestle.
Yeah, let's arm wrestle.
No, I don't want to do it right now. I think that's
What?
poor taste.
Why is that
Because
poor
I don't.
taste?
Well, I don't want to beat you and then you get all mad and not buy
No,
it.
I won't get mad. That just means you're impressive. Most
Oh,
people
yeah.
can't beat me.
Missy's out traveling right now, and I'm here to just, watch over the place while she's gone.
So we can't arm wrestle until she's back?
Well, no, maybe I'll see you at the short staff tonight.
Okay.
Maybe we can arm wrestle then.
Yeah!
Alright.
Oh god, a line is going to form.
Do you want any odds and ends?
I don't know. Why are we here, Charity?
Seemed like the other store that might have some interesting things in town. Do I see anything interesting around?
Yeah, this has a couple of the powders that were listed and the drift globe.
I'll point at the powder. So those are the only like sort of obviously magical things. Assume I Arcana check,
Yeah,
etc.
pretty much everything else is just kind of trinkets and.
I'll point at the drift gold and the powders. How much for these?
Oh, the powder. It's 25 each. They're pretty good. I certainly like them.
Why do you like them?
Oh, I've used them a couple times. Every once in a while, I gotta get out of a scrape,
Makes sense. I assume these are like a stock of uses. How many uses do I feel like each has?
So they're fairly large bags, and you're supposed to kind of scoop them out into individual uses, and put them in little bags, but like 10 in each. You think?
Okay. And the drift globe?
Oh, that one's pretty special. It's about 100 gold. Have you ever seen it? And he kind of goes over to it and he picks it up and he holds it, and then it stays in midair, and it lights up with this kind of brilliant, almost daylight look. It's pretty bright, and it followed you around if you want it to.
That's interesting. I'll sort of nod and be like, given that we just saved the entirety of this town from being burned to the ground by horrifying creatures from the plane of fire, do you think you could do 100 total for the drift globe and this dryness powder? I'll leave the shadow powder. It seems like it's more useful for you to get out of scrapes with.
That's true. I do have to get out of a lot of scrapes. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd do that.
I'll hand him the coin.
Yeah, I hope Missy is cool with that, but oh well.
And we'll see you at the short shaft for arm wrestling?
That's
Not
true.
with me.
I'll be there.
Not with me, but
Of course.
her.
No, that's fine.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
As you guys leave, Burbage enters carrying 4 lobsters and sort of
What the
they fall out of his hands, they clatter, and he's like, oh no. Oh, and he's kind of trying to go get them and trying to kind of gesture, like invite you guys to like help him kind of get these lobsters off the floor.
Do I feel like there's some
help him
weird
pick
call
up the
back to
lobsters?
what he pantomimed earlier?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm just like,
All right. No, don't worry about the lobsters. It's fine. I'll talk to you later. Hello, shopkeep. I was wondering if you had a net that I could buy for these lobsters.
Oh.
I'm not actually going to use them for the lobsters. This is a bit. But I just want a net that I could use to, like, in fights and stuff.
Oh. Well, I got a couple nets for you. They're mostly fishy nets, but, they're weighted. You could use them on a person, I assume.
Yeah, is this, Andy, like a net as described in the player's handbook?
It is, yeah.
How much for one? Wait, would it be normal for somebody to have more than one of those?
Not super normal, but this is
not super normal.
How much for one of those nets?
Well, what's it say in the player's handbook?
I'm looking.
I don't know what you're talking about. What player's handbook?
It's a thing that Mithy left for me. Hold on, I'm looking through it.
All right, yeah, you do that. That's
one
She calls
gold
me a
piece.
player sometimes. Yeah, it's just a gold piece. It's fine.
All right. I'll give you 2 gold pieces for that, as long as you never try breaking the 4th wall ever again. That's all my thing. So,
You got it. You totally got it. I'll never do that.
thank you. Now, I happen to also have a silver and gold ring that I believe I got off of a dead guard in the prison of Malmond. So what if I gave that to you and got that 1 gold right back?
I'd do that for you. Yeah, here you go.
All right, yeah, that
Cool.
cleans up my treasure section a little bit. Would you also happen to want a large clump of human black hair and a locket with a picture of a gorgeous elven woman in it?
Sure.
These
I'll
are
give you-
also items.
I'll give you 2 copper for each of those.
How about you just give me 1 gold for both of those?
Oh god, that's way too much. No, I'll give you 2 copper for each.
Look at how gorgeous this elven woman is, eh?
Oh, she's really pretty.
Yeah, she's real pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man, she's really
Like
pretty.
1 gold pretty,
Yeah,
eh?
she's like super pretty.
Yeah, she's very pretty. How about 1 gold for this? And a clump of, well, I think it might be her hair.
That's horrifying.
I'm gonna call
on.
back into Burbage. Like, well, we'll see you at the short shaft.
Yep, see you there.
I
All
really
right,
can't
so
take
1
more of this
gold.
interaction.
No,
What do you think?
1 silver, that's it.
How about 5 silver for both?
No, that's way too much. Mithy'd kill me.
But look at how gorgeous this hair is. Feel the hair. This hair lets you get through fire.
That's cool.
It is pretty cool. It's magical hair. Huh?
Yeah.
I wish, metagame, I wish you guys could see Andy right now, because he's like, play acting, touching the hair. It's really sad.
All right, how about 4 silver?
No, just 1 silver. That's way more than I said.
3 silver.
No, 1 silver. I'm gonna go back to 4 copper.
2 silver, please? Please, pretty please. I'm the defender of Diefield. Did I mention that? I'm the bearer of the bright fang. I pull that out, kind of twirl it
Oh,
around.
you pull it out? Oh, he's like, oh, that is pretty sweet.
Yeah, so 2
Ah.
silver, right?
All right, 2 silver. 1 for just let me look at the bright fang.
Jesus.
That was pretty cool.
Yes. All right,
Ah.
2 silver, and I get to get rid of this creepy black hair and this locket. All right. Well, that's awesome. I ended up in this transaction with 2 silver more than I had prior to the interaction. That's pretty neat, eh?
Beautiful. As you exit Burbage, your mother is standing right outside.
Hey, mother, what's up? How's it going? Oh, man. Ah, Diefield, eh? Kemps and Dales, here we are. What's going on?
Please stand
Good
up
to see
straight.
you.
And why are you talking like that?
I don't know, mother. I've had a really rough couple of months.
Yeah, you're the defender of Diefield now. You don't need to be look at me all the time, you know?
Yeah, I know. I just got tired of being super serious.
Well, I can buy you a drink. Come on.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Burbage, do you
Oh, thanks. That was pretty cool during the battle when you showed up and did healing. That was pretty cool.
You know it'd be cooler if we don't talk
Yeah.
about how cool it was.
Oh,
Man, Ice
oh
Queen.
man. You know what, mother? What I'm about to say to you should take as a real compliment. You kind of reminded me of my friend Vimeris just now. He did not like to talk about stuff, and that's what made him so cool, in a way. Alright, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up, mother. And I'm gonna walk straight and tall, like the defender of Diefield that I am. Hey, you see the statue of Eldon? What's kind of funny is that I've been haunted by the ghost of him for years. How about that? Alright, I'm walking straight and tall. This is my mother. She's great. I mean, she's also ruined my life. You ruined my life when you sent Phaedric away. Let's talk about that over drinks. Oh,
I don't know if Stormbringer and Hikari followed Charity to the short shaft, but if either of them are there or just to the bartender, I'm gonna look up and be like, Yeah, no, I feel like Burbage is making it awkward again.
Yeah, it's past evening. Night has now fallen. People have retreated to their homes over the short shaft.
Did you see my whisper, Andy?
Yes, it did.
Cool.
Yeah. And Burbage and Mrs. Kemp, are you just walking straight there, Burbage?
To the short shaft.
Yes. Passing by Theodric's place.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no magical crossbow bolts in Diefield, presume. I see what you're doing with the icons. That's very funny. I will look up at the window with some kind of meaningful look or whatever for narrative purposes. Fuck it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll go.
There's no one at the window.
I'll go to the short shaft with mommy.
Okay. Burbage, as you enter the short shaft, you hear kind of a cheer and everyone is sort of raising glasses to you. People part ways, and Charity and Hikari and Stormbringer are standing at a table, and there's a cake and dinner and wine already at the table,
A birthday
ready
cake?
to be served.
You shouldn't have, guys. It's a birthday cake. I just turned 100 a week ago, on the same day that I lost my best friend to a tall icy spire. I'll play music, yeah, in honor of my birthday and of the death of my best friend. Oh, man.
At the table, also very intentionally, as Burbage gets closer, there's 4 plates kind of set aside from the dinner, which just have bacon on them. I know.
Ooh.
I remember it was both. We're going to get him back. That's why I wanted to do this. It was the first time that we really actually got to all sit down and have a meal like this. And now we've gotten to do it again, and one of us isn't here. There will be good times, there will be bad times. But at least for me, they're all better if we're together.
Yeah. Yeah, the better for me too, Charity. Thank you.
So, Akari feels guilty that you guys are so sad about your friend, and I feel like I've taken his place, so I just sort of duck my head down and walk to the bar and
All right.
start drinking.
Is
Is
my mother trying... sorry, go ahead, Chair.
I was gonna say, if Charity sees that, she's gonna say, Hikari, come back. I wanted you to have dinner with us.
I'll come back when I'm drunk and
When you've had a couple.
I'm feeling icky feelings.
I'm gonna point to her and call to the drow bartender, I assume is still here.
Yeah.
I'm like, she needs another one of those ones that makes you breathe fire.
Oh, but of course I will do this for the defenders of Diefield. Pardon me, that sounded a bit more Wigmore than I meant to. Excuse me. Mrs. Kemp kind of raises her glass, and she kind of looks around the place, and she just very calmly and coolly just says, "To adventure," and begins to drink.
To adventure!
To adventure.
I'm standing right next to her, and as I put the drink up to my mouth, I'll kind of lean in close to her and I'll say, "Still don't know if I can ever forgive you." Adventure!
I'm kind of okay with maybe just someday. What do you say about that? Tonight, have a drink. Maybe someday.
I'll finish my drink and look at her, look around, kind of nod, look back at her, nod a little bit, and then walk away and start partying up with my friends. What?
All right. After a little bit of the party, Hikari, you kind of notice that she very quickly just steps out eventually after she's had a couple to drink. Not too long after that, Avery stops in then as well. And yeah, the party's hopping. People are dancing. People are, really grabbing life by the short hairs. And
What?
it's a halfling saying.
Uh-huh.
So
Hikari,
just generally by the hairs, then.
Yeah, Hikari, you've had a couple drinks now. Did you join them for bacon and cake?
There's other food, too.
Cake. Yes.
Yeah. So you kind of all are drinking. Avery has come in. He's put his arm around you, Burbage. Are you wearing the armor?
Yeah, I've changed into the white armor. I would have been, as he came in, I was in the middle of, taking some of Stormbringer's floppy bacon and kind of waving it in Hikari's face. Hey,
Nice.
floppy bacon, what do you think, Hikari? Huh? Don't worry about it. I would always wave my floppy bacon in Vimeris' face.
You did, yeah.
You didn't have
Yeah.
floppy bacon because you had it cooked.
Sloppy bacon.
I wasn't
I'll
talking
eat
about
floppy
actual...
bacon. I'm drunk.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Avery, what's up? Recognize my armor? Ha-ha! And the bright fang, eh? You told me that I should go find it, and I did. How about that? Oh, and also, hey... I'll go up to him.
Yeah.
What was that look you gave when I pulled out the stranger's coin? Do you have secrets? Do you have whispers in the night and riddles in the dark? Yeah?
He kind of frowns at you and... Yeah. Burbage, I do.
Cool.
you a
That's
drink?
cool. Oh, what?
Can I get you a drink?
Yeah, totally. It's my birthday, or it was a
Yeah.
week ago when my best friend died. I sort of had a crush on him too, but that was weird. Yeah, I'll have something, anything. Just put it in me. Put it in me.
All right, weird. But, so he goes to the bar and orders a couple drinks. The night seems, unless there's anything specific you'd like to do, the night passes in such a fashion. You guys are drinking.
Rest?
Yeah, you can. Since Burbage is not not confined to the city anymore. And Burbage, you also realize something else that you were pretty sure that someone said something about the Bright Fang also had that seal on it. But you were able to take it north of the wall to see the leatherworker.
Oh, huh. Very interesting.
There's also a female high elf that has come up to you, Charity. And she says, "You're a defender of Diefield, yes? One of those that fought the Fireblight."
That's correct.
Oh, well, we
Oh, no.
certainly are grateful. Can I get you a drink?
This is awkward.
Why is this? Is it awkward just because it's me?
No, I just don't.
You don't
This-
like where it's going?
Nope, it's fine.
Can I get you a drink?
I'm all right for now. Thank you, though. Charity has been drinking, just not very much.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well. Could I get you
Aw.
anything?
Charity looks genuinely confused. Incidentally, I think that I'm okay.
I will notice this and message Cantrip to Charity. Charity, she wants you. She's flirting with you.
When
Let her buy you
when
a
Burbage
drink.
when Burbage says she wants you, you're going to see Charity's hand go to the dagger, and then she's
Okay.
flirting with you. Oh, okay, not that type.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember the feelings that you got while you were kind of hanging out with Make Ready to Sails, Mr. Hislop. Maybe you could have the same kinds of feelings with her, huh?
Concerned that he was gonna throw me off the ship because he kept interpreting my requests as orders?
Oh, you know that was mixed in with some genuine feelings of attraction, eh? We're just thrusting into your mind with messages.
Jesus Christ.
Stormbringer,
Charity looks deeply concerned.
As you're kind of like watching the door, waiting for the lizard folk guy to come in because you want to arm wrestle.
Yeah.
Have you been drinking then as well, or
Oh, yeah.
definitely?
Partying. Remembering the dead.
You hear somewhere off to your right. Oh, hey, look at this friggin' girl over here. I remember you. You're with that short guy. He was what a runt. Friggin'.
Is this the guy from the first
friggin'
night?
runt.
No, wait.
I think this is the hit your numbers guy. Is it?
Yeah, I remember you. You remember me? Hey, over here.
Are they talking to me?
Are you?
Actually, you don't see anyone talking to you. You see, it kind of over like by the coat rack. There's like a couple tables, and they're all having sort of a conversation by themselves.
I'm gonna stare suspiciously at my drink and then set it down. You guys, I think there might be something wrong with my alcohol.
You go buy me a drink and we see what happens. I've never been with a friggin' crazy big girl before.
You guys, I think I'm hallucinating. Charity.
Charity's
The rest of you have heard that voice too, yeah.
Charity's going to hold up a finger. I'm sorry, I hate to be rude, but there may be something I have to deal with. Do I recognize the voice?
You do. It's hard to place, but you do recognize it.
Is it the guy who was, like, hitting on Stormbringer the first night and then Hikari? And then I slapped in the ass with the door?
Nope, not that guy.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I don't get it.
So I'm just sort of looking around.
Wait, do you hear it too?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, I thought I'd been drugged.
And I hear it too, Andy.
Yeah. And Burbage, this seems really familiar to you.
Yeah. Wait, is it the hit your numbers guy?
No, yeah, you're looking around. You don't actually see anything, really. Yeah.
So there's a disembodied voice
Hitting on me.
hitting on Stormbringer.
It seems to be, yeah.
I'm gonna sort of
You kinda
There's
go
not
over
even
there.
a guy to slap.
I'm gonna sort
It's
of
not a good slap.
say, whoever you are, if you could, make yourselves visible to us.
At this, the coat rack wiggles back and forth. Like wobbles.
You guys, how much
Oh
have
my
we had
God.
to drink?
Oh my god, guys.
Not that much.
I know exactly who it is. I go over to the
Who?
coat rack. You
You see a bag hanging
stupid
there.
backpack. How did you even get here?
I got here like anyone else got here. You're the stupid one.
I'm not.
I was carried. You had to
You're
walk.
stupid.
Friggin',
All right.
You friggin' bipedal friggin' guy.
Oh, yeah, bipedal. I can move around on my own. You can't. You're an idiot. Do you know that? Who carried you here, huh? Who carried you here?
The person that bought me carried me here.
So
Oh, can I tell you something? Only a loser would buy you.
Oh, yeah. Say that a little louder, okay? Just say that a little louder. See what happens to you. You friggin'
Only a loser would buy you.
At this, the beautiful elven woman that was talking to Charity kind of comes over, takes the bag off of the coat rack, puts it on, and starts to walk out the door. And he goes, "Oh, you did it now. She's not gonna give you anything."
Hey, guess what? I didn't want anything from her. I'm gay. Charity, go after her. Make her feel better. Comfort her.
I don't think Charity is interested either.
I don't
dude.
understand what's happening.
I
And
don't either.
I really, really, really hated that backpack the first time around. I mean, honestly, if you had to ask me to rank people or figures to a return from Federo, that thing was near the bottom.
Maybe the backpack's the stranger.
I mean, is the backpack a person?
I'm gonna follow out the door. Hey, elf woman, I have to talk to your backpack.
You follow out the door. You don't see her at all.
Oh, great.
Oh,
She's
really?
completely not in the area. No.
Really? What if I happen to do an expert perception roll of...
With a 15, it's a nice night. There are people in the streets, none of which are her.
Alright, that was boring for me anyway. I go back inside. Avery, tell me everything you know. Come on, tell me all your secrets.
Did she disappear?
Oh yeah, she's gone. That was really creepy. Avery!
I'm gonna look up at Stormbringer. I don't think I like being hit on.
Oh, it's more fun if it's with women. The backpack's creepy.
Yeah, and it's more fun if they disappear after you fuck them.
No? No, that
Well,
part's
if
not
you
fun.
dis-
That's sad.
I'm very uncomfortable.
You disappear after you fuck.
Wait, if I disappear after I fuck myself?
After you fuck... No, Stormbringer, after you fuck somebody else and just get a quick lay-in, do a little, the anvil action. Remember when we were climbing...
Huh?
Do you remember... in Federo, many episodes ago? when I was-
Episodes?
Oh, episodes as in, like episodes. Like, oh, I'm having an episode.
He does have a good episode.
We saw that guard from Federo inside the hotel room having sex, and he was doing
Yeah,
the
I
anvil
remember
position.
that. Yeah, that was weird. Kind of awkward. Not my thing.
Yeah. Anyway, Avery, tell me your secrets.
He kind of straightens up and he nods back to the door, Burbage. And you see Gorge hanging up a cloak and Theodric next to her. While the music continues, the crowd does die down just a little bit and they're talking as Theodric sort of nods at you, Burbage, and kind of walks over to a table to the right of him, and he puts his hand up to the bartender, and the bartender knows exactly what that means and is getting her drink around. And then Gorge kind of is looking at you, Burbage, as well, and goes over and starts talking to a few people she knows, leaving Theodric alone at the table.
Burbage, upon seeing Theodric, got immediately super serious and straight, much the way he should have gotten when he saw his mom, but didn't. Now he's playing it super cool. He's kind of run his hand through his hair. He's straightened up. He's and he'll so did Theodric sit down at a table or something?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Burbage will glide effortlessly and soberly over to the table.
Okay.
Hello, Mayor Dale.
I mean, we're in the short shaft age. You can call me Theodric. It's fine.
Theo.
No, not Theo. Theodric.
All right, Theo. How's it
I never
going?
liked Theo. I never liked Theo.
I know. It's better than Drick. That was bad, right? Theo's better.
I went through a phase. All right.
Hey, have you ever hidden in a backpack? And if you have, what did you call yourself? Atasheadric or Theodruxac?
Theodruxac, of course.
Oh man, all right, that's the tiebreaker, guys. Theodruxac. Is the seat taken?
No, please.
I will take a seat, and I will sit successfully in the chair.
Give me an acrobatics check. He's getting pretty drunk at this point,
Oh, yeah.
and he's making a okay. 28.
Hell
You
yeah.
almost fall off one end, but catch yourself and very coolly slide back onto the chair.
Jesus, when the DC for sitting down is 25.
Yeah.
Successfully.
Presumably Avery has not been forthcoming over the course of the evening. He hasn't given me any useful information.
Not at all. No.
He's been just kind of teasing me.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll sit back in the chair that I successfully sat in, and I'll wink at Theodric with both of my eyes.
Why are you blinking?
So you're winking
That's
with
blinking.
both of your eyes?
At the bar, Charity's gonna lean over to Stormbringer. He's a total fucking mess.
He's just drunk and having a breakdown. This is normal for him.
I know, but it doesn't change the fact that my description is also accurate.
He's having an episode, Charity.
He does have a lot of those.
I mean, Burbage, it seems like so long ago that we had this life, you know? I feel like I've lived 3 lives since then. Do you feel that way too? He's taking a drink of ale.
Yeah, Burbage will kind of sit forward. His posture will change a little bit, and he'll look down at his drink and look back up and say, "Well, yeah, I mean, lots happened. Yeah, lots happened since then, for sure. Maybe not 3 lives, maybe 1 or 2 for me. One of those is my current life.
I'm just saying, don't. If you want to stay, we could start a 4th. But don't stay to try to get back that first one. Does that make sense?
Andy, what did he say? We could start a
Fourth.
fourth one? Okay. A 4th
The
one.
music stops
Yeah.
and starts up again.
Yeah, Burbage will look very intently at Theodric. Is Theodric gonna say anything else?
It's okay if you don't. I understand. I don't want to sort of sully what we had by trying to make something that isn't gonna work. Am I making sense?
Burbage blinks a couple times with
You've already
just one
decided,
eye.
haven't you? You're gonna go.
Burbage will look over Theodric's shoulder at Charity and Stormbringer and Akari. What's going on over there? What's everybody doing?
I think I'm kind of passed out.
I was gonna say,
Charity's like up against the wall in the corner.
'Cause I need to get some rest.
I was wondering whether Hikari had either passed out or was dancing on tables.
I was dancing on tables for a while, and then I passed out.
I'm sort of probably keeping a watchful eye over where Hikari is passed out and sort of talking with Stormbringer and the bartender. If I notice Burbage looking over in our direction and seeing that he's... I mean, I noticed that he was sitting with Theodric. I'll sort of smile in his direction.
Stormbringer?
I mean, yeah, I'm talking to Charity and also watching for the lizard man, and then also trying to, like, surreptitiously for Stormbringer watch Burbage to make sure he's okay. So it's not actually surreptitious. She's just, like, alternating between staring at Burbage and staring at the door.
Kind of metagamey. Please tell me, Andy, that the lizard guy has since come in. If Burbage could look up and see Stormbringer at least starting to get down to arm wrestling, that would be great.
Yes, the lizard guy does come in at this point, and says, "Where are my friends at?
Oh, that guy.
Wrestle me!
Wrestle me!"
Okay.
He pushes a dwarf aside and sits at a table.
I was gonna say Charity's gonna like help clear off the table, like I don't know, get like a piece of chalk and draw like the midline for where their elbows go. Charity has gotten used to refereeing arm wrestling at this point. And sort of as he's doing this and is sort of watching Hikari, he's gonna sort of see Burbage look over and sort of smile and give him a slight nod.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burbage will smile back, smile upon seeing Stormbringer, smile upon seeing Hikari. Then they'll look back at Theodric, and then look back
Daedric
down.
tips his mug up, and he says, "It's okay. You don't buy new armor to stick around." And he takes a big sip of it.
Yeah, speaking of which, can I give you something to hold on to for me?
Yeah.
And Burbage will reach into his bag and pull out the purple and gold armor and kind of hold it for a couple of seconds in his hands, looking at it. And then he'll slide it across the table to Theodric. Could you take care of this for me?
Does this mean you'll come back for it?
Yeah, I might do. I might.
Well,
depends.
it will be here waiting for you when you do.
Thank you. I'm gonna put my my hand up to the dragonfly pin and kind of put my other hand like on the table in front of Theodric.
He drinks a lot of the rest of his beer. And he puts his hand on top of yours for a second and then kind of slaps it a couple times and smiles and starts to get up to leave.
From behind you hear Charity's voice. And remember, if you destroy tables that you're not wrestling at, it's considered a foul and we have to restart the match.
Burbage will stay seated at the table. He'll look up as Theodric gets up and he'll look at him. Yeah.
You can, for a second, you can tell that he wants to look back, but just puts his cloak on and heads out the door. You think you kind of see him wipe a tear away as he's going. Gorge's very quickly after him. Why don't we get a strength check from Stormbringer?
Is my strength still reduced from when we fought the shadows?
Yeah, that was today. So
Does that come off with short rests? I couldn't remember.
It comes off with long.
Okay.
Okay, I thought it was a long rest.
Yeah.
So strength, not athletics. It actually doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll just do strength.
It's like you have no proficiency.
Wait, that was a saving throw. Hold on, wrong thing. It does matter. Wow, that was a terrible roll. I rolled a 6.
You both are straining. Neither of you is giving any ground. Do it again.
Well, I was gonna give Stormbringer inspiration.
It's a multi-round
Maybe I'll
thing.
save.
There's time.
Yeah.
15.
Ooh, at that, you're starting to bend the lizard folk's arm back and give me one more.
13.
Ooh, at this, he moves it center again. Give me another.
21.
Ooh, at this, he starts to pull your arm back, and he goes, "I'm very strong." Give me another.
So now I'm getting pissed off that I'm losing.
Okay.
So I'm going into rage.
All right.
You're gonna see, like, Charity has, like, almost been waving, like, a small fan, like, to officiate, and now he's gonna take it and sort of put it over his head
So
in case
18?
a rainstorm starts.
At this, you pull the arm back to the middle. Roll it again.
16.
Oh, you push his arm back. Roll it again. I should be stronger than this.
20.
And at that, you slam his arm on the ground.
Winner!
Yeah!
That was so friggin' sweet.
That was awesome. Good game.
Oh,
You're
good
really
to
strong,
you.
man.
That was awesome.
Lizard guy.
Oh, can I buy you a drink?
Yeah, definitely. You're like the closest wrestle I've like ever had,
Oh,
except maybe Roburn
yeah.
with the sneaky arm game.
I arm wrestled Mithy once, and I just about broke her arm in half.
Oh wow.
I think that's probably why she left.
Oh, that's sad.
God.
Yeah, you have to be careful who you arm wrestle. Gotta make sure they're beefy. Ruben,
Certainly.
did you see? Did you see that I won?
Yeah, I saw it, Stormbringer. Well done. I'll raise my drink to it on the table.
I'm gonna kind of go as the lizard folk, who I don't think's name we've ever gotten, goes to the bar with Stormbringer. I'm gonna sort of slide into the table where Burbage is sitting. You okay?
Hey, Charity. Yeah, I think I'll be okay. I think. Not used to feeling that way, but yeah, I think we'll be fine.
It's good. I know that you don't like it when people leave. And I know that a lot of people have left. But remember, it helps. If no one leaves, then no one can come back.
Burbage will start, will tear up at that and nod. Yeah, that's right. You're right, Charity. That's a good point. So you really think that we might be able to bring Vimeris back?
I am the light and the flame. I protect my family, and if my fire isn't hot enough, I'll find another, and another, and another, until there's one that can get through that ice, and I can bring him back.
Well, if anybody can do it, Charity, it's you. And, I'll be there to help.
That's good. Because I imagine he's going to be really, really, really pissy when I revive him.
Oh. Yeah, he'll be so pissy.
The lizard folk stands up on the table, says, I have composed a poem.
Oh god.
I call it Bright Fang Kemp. The scoundrel of Town Diefield had returned, and they who came with him were odd folk, tall. But when blight began to scorch and burn, somehow we lived through flame and smoke and all. Stormbringer stood fast and would not give an inch, and Charity's war mind writ the battle large. Hakari were fierce, whose eyes would make demons flinch. Together in stride toward death they made their charge, but Burbage, his hand held aloft, Bright Fang! Defend the people were his only goal. His hair of earth and eyes like bells he rang, and flung the fires of hell back down the coal. When death were nigh and each of us had gone, 'twas Kemp stood up, and our hearts he now had drawn. And at this there's cheers. Yeah!
That was an awesome poem.
Oh, thank you very much.
Are you
Burbage.
a bard?
Nah, I'm just a fan. I have another one about the Emerald Falls, and I got another one about a mistress.
Wow.
Yeah.
Burbage would have stood up to hear the poem, and he would have been very, very gracious. He would have led the applause for it, and would have given this lizard person a very kind and affirming nod at the end of the poem, and would give him wait, is this the guy that I got 2 silver from?
Yeah.
I will give him a gold and 2 silver for a great performance.
Master Kemp, I am so pleased.
You better
The rabble rousing continues into the night until each of you, one by one, are just ridiculously tired, and you make your way now toward the ship in order to spend the night in some comfort and safety. You eventually, though groggily, awake in the morning, having completed a long rest for each of you.
Charity, are Hikari and my HPs still up, or
Please hold. Have to do math. They'll be up by something.
Yeah.
okay?
If you want, you guys could set sail to head back toward Cliff Mill if you'd like. You what?
All my spell slots.
Yeah, all your
Okay.
spell slots back.
Yeah.
Yep, you're all good.
I'll
Or if you want to hang around town a little bit longer, that's up to you.
if this is in the morning and we're sort of blearily waking up, you'll find Charity awake earlier, than perhaps normal, and quickly, well, it probably doesn't matter, but Hikari, you have plus 20. Stormbringer plus 35. Burbage plus 15. I was literally doing the math on those.
Very
What
much.
you were talking about.
Charity will sort of find Burbage up on deck. Do you have anything else, or shall we make our way back?
Burbage is leaning kind of on the edge of, what do you call that? The edge of the ship? Like the wall?
Railing.
The railing?
The railing, that's it. Yeah, he's leaning on the railing, looking out at Diefield, kind of slumped over, looking out, it seems. And then, after a moment, you'll hear...
I'm gonna sort of shake you a little bit.
Huh? What? I'm so hungover, Charity.
I know. Do you have anything else you need to do in the town, or shall we make our way back?
In the town in Diefield. Okay. No, talk to my mother. Try talking to Avery. He's being a secretive piece of shit as always. Did we interrogate Q-Tip? Did I dream that?
We talked to him in the street. I threatened him extensively as an angel.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
You named him Q-Tip.
Did I talk to Theodric? Did Theodric
Yeah.
leave? Did I leave? Did I ever go back?
Charity's gonna sort of pat Burbage on the head. You're leaving. But for the first time, I think you can see a way back. Captain, make ready the sails.
As he does that, the two dwarven brothers are bringing up the anchor. The rest of the halfling crew is making the ship ready to go, and the town is kind of gathered on the docks to say goodbye. Hikari, Stormbringer, Charity, those of you that are awake.
I'm gonna start to go, oh shit.
You
Start slapping Burbage.
I think this is going to have to be a weekend at Burbage's situation.
I'm gonna sort of like slide behind you and like prop up one of your arms so you're waving.
Yeah, so everyone kind of cheers and begins to wave.
Do we see that little girl?
Yes, you see. You start to see. Yeah, you see Avery. You see even Mrs. Kemp has come out. Though she's not really waving, she's just standing there. You see the proprietors of the Blackwood Inn have come out to see you, though they have large parasols over them. And then eventually, running up the dock is Theodric and Arian. And Burbage, you kind of barely kind of open your eyes to kind of see this sight. Arian is waving pretty frantically at you and smiling.
Motherfucker.
What? You don't trust
I
her
don't
anyway.
trust her ever since she opened her mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Theodric has come over now and puts his hand up toward you, Burbage. And then Burbage, he motions toward like where like his breast pocket would be.
So over his like heart.
Yeah, kind of. Yep.
Okay.
And he sort of like peels back his like overcoat just a tiny bit to kind of reveal the pocket, and then he points at you, Burbage.
Aw. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Did Arian get the gifts that I had time to arrange for her?
Yes.
Does she happen to have them in her hands for everybody to see?
She does. She does. What wonderful gifts did you give to Arian while you were shopping?
Yeah, it was part of the montage.
God, is she holding lobsters?
Was that it? You gave her 4 lobsters?
So yeah, during Burbage's time shopping, he did find somebody like a kind of like a toy maker in town, and commissioned the creation of 4 additional dolls to go along with her Burbage doll. There's one of a slight tiefling. There's one of a Goliath barbarian. There's one of a very sultry looking tiefling with red hair. And a 4th one that Arian still doesn't quite know how to play with.
What is that?
No,
Sorry,
it's
what the hell is going on?
it's not. It's just it's Vimeris, but she hasn't met Vimeris, so she doesn't
okay.
know.
I get you. Okay, cool.
That is not where my mind went.
It's like, I need some
Oh,
clarification. Okay.
look,
got it.
I give
The
halfling girls spiced rum. Nothing worse than that.
the awkwardness makes it perfect.
Yeah.
So,
And if you ask me, Andy, that didn't cost me anything. That was free.
yeah,
Percy
that
did
one,
that
was,
for free.
that one was free. Yeah, the toy maker was happy to do that for Lady Arian.
Perfect.
You see Theodric again, kind of pointing at his breast pocket.
gonna whisper to you, I think he wants you to check your breast pocket.
And he goes, asshole, check your pocket. I'm not pointing at my
I'm gonna wave over to him. I'm working on it. It's a process.
No, wait. What? I thought that he was just saying that, like, on his heart or on half his heart or something.
No, I think he wants you to look in your breast pocket.
Well, okay, I can look inside my breast pocket.
Hikari, you look out and you see like Arian holding up the dolls and stuff, and then she looks at you straight in the eyes from like this expanse of boat and dock, and she just takes the red-headed doll and bites on its head.
I knew it. She's crazy.
That's literally what you do to everyone.
Insane.
She learned it from you.
Many people would take that as a tribute to Hikari being the one that bit the Efreeti.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Nope. It's creepy.
Hikari, on the
man.
other hand, takes it as pure paranoia. I love it.
Andy, so is he asking me to look at my like dragonfly pin because he has a matching dragonfly
No,
pin?
that's
He's got a literal breast pocket, I'm pretty sure.
That's on your other side.
All right, I look in my breast pocket.
Oh, you look in your breast pocket. I'm so happy you happened to do that.
Charity has his head in his hands.
There happens to be a note in there from Theodric.
All right, I'll pull it out. I'll put it up in the air. I got it. Sorry, I'm so hungover right now.
Gives you a thumbs up.
I give him a thumbs up right back.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was so tempted to say that like I did it with the hand holding the note, and I dropped the note. But I'm not gonna do that. Put the note in my inventory.
You can absolutely do that if you want. That's
If I do, I frantically catch it, and I don't want to have to roll for that.
No, you have to roll for that.
Oh no! What do I have to roll?
Give me a dex check.
Oh.
You could just say you don't drop. You don't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, 11.
I feel like he needs inspiration.
I'll give you
for
inspiration for wanting to theoretically do that. That's good.
I already have inspiration,
Oh,
so
okay,
I'm just
well,
going to use
use
the
it
one
on
I
this.
have.
that. And then you get another.
Use it on this moment right now.
Jesus.
Oh no!
If anyone is standing, Hikari or Charity could try to make a dex
Okay.
check and catch the note before.
I'm not very dexterous, but I will try it.
It's not that hard of a roll, but an 11 or a 7 does not quite cut it. It's a dex check.
Okay. Let's see.
12?
Okay.
12.
17?
Hikari like
Charity.
bats it in the air, and Charity is the one that actually snatches it and grabs it.
Charity
before it flies.
Charity grabs it with his right hand as his left is like massaging the bridge of his nose. Oh my
He
god.
hands it back to
What
you.
the hell is wrong with you?
As I take it from him, I'm gonna say, Charity, you're a lifesaver. I don't ever give you nearly enough credit for saving my life, both physically and, in this case, emotionally. I really appreciate you as a friend and a brother. I love you, Charity. I love you.
I love you too, Burbage. Now, please read the note, because Theodric is, at this point, getting really impatient on the dock.
Yeah, how's he looking after I almost dropped the note into the ocean?
He's just wide-eyed and kind of like slack-jawed.
I'll hold it up again.
Yeah.
Got it. I'm gonna open it up.
The ship is beginning to sail away.
Charity's gonna call back. The situation is under control for now.
As you're unfurling the note, the ship leaves the dock area and heads out more to sea. And Burbage, yeah, you look down at the note. And that concludes tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons. If you enjoyed this and are curious to see where the story goes, please follow us on Twitch, where we are simply Helpful Goat, or subscribe on YouTube at Helpful Goat Gaming. We are a small independent game design firm and could really use the support. If you'd like to know more about us, our streams, our company, or our upcoming projects, you can visit helpfulgoat.com, follow us on Twitter at helpfulgoat, or check out our Facebook page at helpfulgoat. Thank you so much to everyone for playing. We will, remember, be taking a couple weeks off of this storyline, though the podcast will be going strong. Fridays and Mondays, those episodes are released, and they are amazing. This has been an excellent story arc, and I'm really happy that Burbage got to have some resolution here, and pick up again in a few weeks with the rest of this giant story. Thank you so much for listening and watching and following us, and from everyone here on Goats and Dragons, we wish you an excellent evening. Good night.
As you say, and before Galway says good night, Charity's gonna look at Hikari in an infernal. We need to talk about that memory spell.
I look at the camera. Wide-eyed. Dunk, dunk, dunk!
Good night, everybody.
Bye.